Hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. This one is a different occasion since it's International Women's Month and stuff. I figured we would do our first ladies' night, which, here's Doodling Princess, one of my closest friends for the past, I don't know how many years. I lost track, but we've been close friends, okay?
It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't even know now. I'm bad with years. I'm bad with keeping
Same,
up with that stuff.
very
But yeah.
much same. Okay, so, anyways, guys. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh,
I
right.
don't know.
So in this stream, we're going to be focusing on female-led franchises, and I've seen lots of people talk about female characters like newer ones being like some of them can't carry their own series, some of them are lame, or some of them are just like eh. But it's like it doesn't mean that every single female character or female-led franchise is always going to be the same thing. I mean, yeah, there's different interpretations because girls can be more like open with their emotions than dudes, and you don't really get into the whole emotions with dudes thing, do we?
Not really.
Yeah,
They don't have them.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, I almost thought Thumbelina did something again.
Oh.
I was gonna blame you, child. Oh, don't take advice from your sister, Evie. Go down. Okay. Oh, welcome, fierce apathetic black queen. Animane, welcome to the stream.
Oh, there.
Tavia,
I was on the wrong thing.
welcome. Cryptic, nice to have you here, dude. Oh man, I'm seeing so many people, and I'm like, it is wonderful to see you guys here. I didn't
Are you
expect so
getting
many people
nervous?
so quick. It's okay, dude.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, it's a good thing.
Okay, so in this stream, we will be focusing on some elements of these franchises. Are they a good or bad thing? Quotation marks around both of them because it's just like it's different with every genre of an
It's
anime
subjective.
or show or whatever. So it's like you
Yeah.
gotta take everything lightly and just be entertained by it. I
Yeah.
think that's one thing we forget to do in like, when watching new anime or like new shows in general or books or anything in general.
You just kind of have to out. You never know how good it's going to be.
Precisely. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, like I'm defending every bad thing that's happened because heck no, I can't sit here and defend this or that or whatever.
Lord no.
But it's also like you got to make sure you at least take it like if it's an anime, watch at least 2 episodes, 3 episodes. I think 3 chances or two are the best you can do. And I feel like a lot of the time now it's just like we kind of mix this idea that okay, we have new female led shows coming out or new female led books, and people automatically say it's going to be woke, it's going to be this or that, like woke as in very
They either have
forced
it
woke.
in their head that it's going to be like the best thing ever and they get their expectations way, way too high, or it's the worst thing ever because no dicks.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me. I'm just
Yes.
like, especially with the Batman movie. Now, I haven't seen the Batman movie yet. I want to see it this week, so I'm gonna go
What's
with
wrong with the
one of my.
Batman movie?
Huh?
What's wrong with the Batman movie?
Apparently, like, okay, this is just like some people's opinions I've heard. I don't really have this opinion that it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it. Yeah, some of the plot tropes have been overdone, or
Yeah.
maybe the race changing for Catwoman. I honestly, I kind of don't mind it too much. It's like she still looks very much like Selena Kyle. So I'm
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really matter, and the suit looks more accurate than most of the. I mean, yeah, the burglar mask is something that turns me off because to me, I just don't like burglar masks.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of, but I don't know. I've only heard good things about it, so I can't really say. And I haven't
yeah,
got to
I'm.
see it yet either.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I personally think
Yes.
it might be good because
Yep.
of the detective lore playing more of a bigger part than before. So I'm like,
Yes.
yes, I want to see it just for that element. And
Yeah,
I'll
I want
try
to
and
see
keep my
it.
oh, okay. Continue.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
what?
like
Oh, I was just gonna say I just want to see it because I've heard like just the Batman alone is like the best or one of the best, you know.
Thumbelina.
Oh, no.
She jumped
She
up
does not
whenever.
agree.
Yeah, she's like, I want to hear it.
She doesn't. But yeah, I've heard that like this might be the best Batman so far, but I'm not gonna sit here and say anything about Catwoman. I heard that she's gonna be good, and I could care less what race she is. Like, it doesn't matter as long as she's not, bad.
Yeah, I really hate when they bring in this element of like,
Because I mean, this time they've done that just in a Batman movie. I mean, they did that with Harvey Dent.
yeah,
Because shoot, what was that guy's name? It was like that the actor that played oh lord, I know. I grew up with Star Wars and I can't think of his freaking name. The guy that's friends with Han Solo. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I have no clue because I
Okay,
haven't
well,
watched Star Wars.
anyways, that guy was going to be playing, or did play Harvey Dent, and was going to become Two Face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he was black. So what does it matter about the race thing? They act like this
I
is new.
I think to me, like, I'll be honest with a lot of people right now. I don't really mind it if it's a minor villain or like characters that don't really make a big difference as long as it isn't the big main character, then fine. Do whatever version
Yeah,
you want to
you
do.
can't really
Just
do
make sure it
Superman.
stays true to the source material.
Yes. Also, yes, it was Lando. Thank you. I couldn't think of. I haven't seen the original movies in like forever, so I forgot like everybody's name except for the main people. But yeah, it was Lando. I think he's the one, the actor that plays him. I think he was gonna, or he played Two Face, or Harvey Dent. I mean, I'm very stupid.
Understandable. I'm part of the stupid club as myself.
Ah,
Yeah, it's definitely something I've been seeing a lot of the time when we're like, okay, when it comes to some characters being brought in and, new characters, for example, if they're like a female or person of color, and it's
yes,
always like, oh, it's automatically woke, but they're an
yes.
original character. That kind of throws me off a little. I'm like, okay, so we want original
Uh,
characters? Do we not want original characters? I'm confused.
yeah. Like, what does it matter? They act like it's such a big deal. Like, do you not have enough like white men? Like, I think you're fine. Like you have Batman, you have Superman, you have Aquaman, you have Green Arrow. And that's just
Man,
DC.
DC has a lot of dudes, okay? They got a lot
Yes.
of dudes. And
Considering the Justice League normally only has Wonder Woman. Yes.
eh, yeah, I kind of feel like it's about time that, since a lot of these shows have happened, we've already had Batman the animated series and Superman the animated series, but what do we really want a fucking Wonder Woman series? I think that would be an amazing cartoon, to be honest, especially with how her character was in Justice League Unlimited. As much as I wasn't a Bat Wonder fan, I
Yeah.
can still appreciate Wonder Woman as a character
Yes.
on her own.
Yes. I like her. I liked her in those like when Justice League cartoons. I loved her in
Yeah.
those. And I think at one point they were gonna have her own cartoon. I can't remember for sure. But I think that was in the works at one point. But of course, you know, back then it was like, well, she probably won't, get the ratings that Batman and Superman get. So,
And that's kind of crazy to me. I'm like, there's a lot of girls who have seen, other, different types of shows, especially during the
yeah.
early 2000s when, female led cartoons like Kim Possible,
Oh
Totally
my God.
Spies,
Yes.
Winx, oh
Yes.
wait, no, Winx Club, Witches,
Oh yeah,
It
witches.
Sailor Moon,
Oh,
those
Sailor Moon.
characters were like outstanding, and a lot of them brought
Yeah, they were
something
all
new to the
out there.
table.
Yeah. And everybody,
It's
like,
like,
I mean, even guys enjoy that stuff. I don't, like, I know they won't always admit to it, but I've
oh,
seen a lot
believe
of
me, I've
people.
heard plenty of them talk about it.
Exactly. So, they'll pretend like they don't, but they absolutely like it. And it's probably because there's actual story going on, not, there's more to it. And it's probably why they get so popular, you know? Like, there's heart and soul in them a lot of the times. Also, fashion.
Precisely. I'm
And I'm
trying to
not,
remember that one cartoon because there was going to be another Wonder Woman cartoon back in the 90s based off of a serial.
what?
I'm trying to find it because it's really interesting. I wanted to I wanted to show everyone too. So give me a minute, give me a minute, guys and gals. Just gotta find what I'm looking for. Okay.
Oh, That's So Raven was really good too.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
I loved that show. I was always jealous of her. Wanted psychic powers.
Right? Okay.
I always thought that was what high school was going to be like. Well, besides the psychic powers part. And I was like so upset when it actually got there. I was like, oh, this is disappointing.
Okay, I found it, so I can share it with you dudes and dudettes. Okay. Okay, here's what it looks like. This is from, I believe, the
Ah,
90s.
what is that? That looks like the 80s, especially with the She-Ra looking
I
crap.
think it was like early
Oh,
90s.
yeah, it could have been early 90s. Ew, though.
But yeah, I was basically talking to my guy friend about this. He was just like,
Oh my god.
originally they were going to, because we did bring this up at a it was because of a character that was brought up back in 2019 called Star Blossom, and she was based off of a character from this cartoon. Well, like that was gonna become a cartoon. It only became a comic called Wonder Woman and the Star Riders, and a lot of these designs, yeah, they're totally 80s, late
Oh my god,
80s,
they are.
early
They
90s,
remind me of She-Ra. Especially those
right?
dolls. Like the old She-Ra cartoon and dolls. Like, I
Yeah.
swear to God, it looks identical.
They were planning on
It's
gonna
so
sell
ugly.
dolls, but I don't think they got to sell it to the public. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just like, I think these are the only ones that they have, and
Oh my God. Ew.
I could. It
I'm
wouldn't have
sorry.
been bad. I mean, let's be real. If Wonder
Listen, I
Woman
would
had
probably
got
watched it. I would have watched
size
it.
comparison, oh man,
Oh Lord. It's so ugly. Oh. See, that does look like some 80s cartoon style.
yeah,
Which, I mean, to be fair, like if I had like saw those dolls, I mean, if it was in the 80s or what, obviously wouldn't have, seen this stuff, but I probably would have got a hand-me-down from one of my cousins and I would have absolutely loved it. At least if it was Wonder Woman. The other ones I would be like, who is this? Like,
yeah. It's kind of a shame they never made this cartoon. Now I can appreciate, some elements of the characters being, very retro.
yeah.
And it would have been interesting to see something like this brought to, the cartoon world and Wonder Woman finally getting her cartoon show. Even if
Yeah.
it was based off of serial and, commercials and
Well, that
like
was the 80s marketing
yeah,
thing. So that wasn't abnormal or anything.
I think it's pretty interesting that but I'm like could it really work for a today type of show? Maybe. If they put a lot of time and effort into it.
I mean, if they can
And
bring
that kind
She-Ra
of
back
makes me think
or
it could
He-Man.
yeah, I think those shows definitely show that back in the 80s and now I mean a lot of people can probably say it sucks or it's terrible. I have never gotten into it. I've heard plenty of
Yeah.
things about it. I'm like maybe not for me.
Yeah. I would have looked at that and been like, "Oh Lord, what is this ugly mess?"
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean,
Anywho,
I was
uh,
like picky back then about my cartoons.
right?
So, boy, so I would never like omit. Well, so with like Wonder Woman, obviously, I wouldn't care if people knew I liked her. But that cartoon, I would probably be like, yeah, no, that's too girly for me.
Oh yeah, totally understandable.
I wouldn't even
Okay.
admit back then I liked Sailor Moon, so.
Then you'll probably like some of the characters I bring up because there is a few interesting characters that are kind of similar to Sailor Moon that I'll be bringing up during the stream. So
Oh
you'll
lord.
have a bit of a field day, and maybe you might
Yay.
check them out.
I probably will.
Okay, so anywho's guys, we're gonna talk about well different female led shows and cartoons, manga, whatever. And we'll start it off with Sailor Moon because that is one of the best shows I've watched in a long time. I got into it like a couple of years ago. I was like, "What? What's this?" And I haven't even started on season 2 cuz I was taking my sweet ass time to appreciate the old animation of the first season, and then I eventually finished it last summer.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of grew up with it, so I obviously wouldn't have admitted to liking it back then, but I did love it. I, you know, I just didn't want nobody to know it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those shows that kind of sticks to you. And I was like, oh my freaking goodness, this is probably one of
What?
the best main characters I've had because Usagi always reminded me of, well, kind of like myself in a character I made before, watching the show.
Yeah. What the
Any
ditzy?
fangirl type characters I'm
Oh.
always excited for because I'm like, I can totally relate to her. Oh boy. Sounds kind of crazy, but whatever.
Eh. I mean, I like that she was like just normal at first, you know. You would have never guessed she was like the Moon Princess or anything like that. And like you said, she fangirled over Sailor V. I mean, that's what a lot of girls because she was just normal. I mean, she was like more girly, so if you were like on the tomboyish side, you wouldn't be like sitting there thinking, "Oh yeah, I would totally go to a jewelry store and be like all over that stuff and all, any of that." But at the same time, she kind of was like they didn't sit there tough or anything. She cried, she whined. I loved it, and yet at the end of the day, she saved everyone and was supposed to die. At least at the beginning or at the end of the first season.
I really like that character development. It always shows that, even the most greatest heroes come from even the whiniest of brats. And I
Yes.
love bratty characters. They're my
Me
favorite
too.
characters. They're
That's probably why
easy
I
to
like
peel
Ruby.
and they're always fun to understand. You're like, I don't understand you at first, but then you're like, "Oh wow, now I can."
Yeah. And I mean, she grew. Like, she didn't sit there. I think that, like, the new stuff, like with female led anything nowadays, they're too perfect. They're too strong. They're
Yes.
too just do everything. They're trying so hard to be like women can do anything, but they can. But they're also human, and it's okay for them to be human.
It's okay to cry. I want to
Make
see at
mistakes.
least
They
a
can.
couple of characters cry or be very mad that they can't get it right
Yes.
the first time and just be like, "Oh, I can do this as good as this character." And
Yeah.
still be a whiny brat sometimes cuz let's be real, there's a lot of girls who are pretty whiny, myself included. I will admit that I've been a brat from time to time, and my dad and mom can probably tell you the many times where I threw a fit because I couldn't get my way or I couldn't go to a concert.
Well, I mean, I think that's just kids in general, though, like just being bratty, but like at the same time, I think that's what works so well with Sailor Moon, though, is that she sits there, she got thrown into this whole thing, Scout, and yet and obviously she went along with it because, ooh, pretty brooch, but she
Yeah.
didn't really know what she was getting herself into until those monsters started attacking her. And then that's when she started crying, you know? Oh, but she did go save her friend. Like, that was the thing that truly got her in go in the first place, was she was really worried about her friend, wanted to save her friend. But then she becomes human again because she wanted to save her friend, but then she starts crying because monsters. And kind of can't blame her on that.
Same. I would be freaked out being like, is there not any other way? Like, could I just make one of those tougher guys be the cute sailor scout or something?
Yeah.
Just
Not instead she gets saved by a rose.
yeah.
I love Tuxedo Mask so much.
Same. He's
He just
probably one of my favorite, guy characters, and I'm like, if I was younger,
well,
I would definitely have been like obsessed with him if I saw the cartoon earlier.
so he's not only the damsel in distress most of the time, right? He also just throws roses at people and says, "Get him, Sailor Moon." I love him. Have you ever seen the parody of Sailor Moon where it's like he sits there and says, or he throws that stupid rose and he says, "My job here is done," and she says, "I didn't do, or you didn't do anything," and then he just like pieces out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what he does, and I love it. And see,
Same.
that's the thing though. They have the guys in it, but they don't sit there and,
Save them.
save. Yeah, and, like, they're the ones getting saved, actually. Like, everybody makes fun of the show, but at the same time, like, if you really dive deep into it, you can see where the actual, like, strong empowerment and everything like that. Like, you see that female empowerment because, like, you see them sit there and be like, yeah, you can sit there and cry about it, but then you go fight, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but all anybody sees is, ooh, pretty girl in a skirt and magic powers, or more like throwing uh hearts at them. I'm not counting the other scouts.
Oh yeah. The other
Obviously they have
scouts
real
do
powers.
take it seriously, but they also show different sides of like, their
Yeah,
own
they
feelings
have.
from time to time.
Well, I mean, their strongest scout is Jupiter, and yet she is the romantic. She's the one that wants to be the like, she wants to be like a mom and, get be the perfect little housewife at the same time. I mean, I know she wanted to do her own thing. Like, what was it? Did she want to open a bakery or a flower shop?
I can't remember.
Don't
I don't
remember.
think I got that far. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Well, it's more of a. I think it was more mentioned in the and in the Crystal series, but I can't remember.
Then I can't help you, my friend.
I don't know. She wanted to do something, but she also wanted that, like, domestic life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
There's
yet she
nothing
was
wrong
their
with that.
strongest and tallest. Like, she's the one that could beat up all the guys. So, stuff like that. You see the surface level of, pretty girls, you know, being cute and pretty and not really fighting crime and this and that, like you would think, but deep down it's like they're beating the shit out of these people and then they're also being human.
Exactly, and that's what
Honestly,
I
I
love
just
about
love
the
it.
cartoon. Well, anime.
Yes. Same thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
yeah.
though.
Avatar is a good one, too.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not female led, but I mean, it's close. Because Katara, she always has to deal with, like, all of the.
Sokka.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
The boy drives me mad. I'm just like, he's both funny but also annoying, and I love it.
Yes. Oh, and Toph. Obviously, Toph.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Because, yeah, she's, like, obviously the strongest of them if you don't count Aang whenever he, you know. I mean, So that right there, that's a show that's like perfectly balanced for boys and girls because you have a mix of everything.
Exactly.
So like why can't they I think that's why everybody loves that show so much.
Because they don't
Now,
treat it like it's like I don't know.
what
What's the word? Uh,
girl
what
power?
Yeah, they don't treat it like it's supposed to be always girl power. They
Yes.
always give it treatment of it's just an everyone show. They don't make it about girls. They don't make it about dudes. They make it about a situation that's going on and they have to work together and not, think about that kind of stuff because it focuses on a topic that doesn't need to have that kind of stuff attached to it.
Yes. Like again, it's the same thing. It's literally all because they're human. And that's the thing I think people lose out of it. Like when they're thinking about, oh, it's a female led thing, so they have to be the greatest. You make them human, and all of a sudden you have a good show. Doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter what they are. It's just a good, it turns into a good show. And that's like the thing that people lose out when they sit there and say, oh, well, it's female led. Now, you're just stupid because you don't want to hear, you know, the actual story. I'm not sitting here and saying it does not happen, but you can tell the difference. You
Yeah.
always can tell the difference. Especially like just in the marketing. I'm not going to sit here and say it's always the marketing, but a lot of times you can tell when they're just trying like pander to females or like to just woke culture in general because like they basically have that thing about it like, oh, she's the best ever. She can do everything. I'm like, shut up. She's got to be human. There has to be a human side.
Yeah, I always see the whole tough girl thing, but I'm also like, okay, I appreciate that we can kind of be seen as strong, but come on, let's get us a girl character that doesn't always have to be knowing what she needs to do. You can get someone who's confused, lost, very emotional, because I know I would
Sailor
be.
Jupiter.
Yes.
Sailor Jupiter. Hey, she is the one that's the strongest, and yet she has all that problems. She
Yeah,
also
that's for
grieves over
sure.
her ex boyfriend. Did I The old one
Um,
make that joke a lot, where she's always like longing for the boyfriend or for a boyfriend. No, wait, she didn't have a boyfriend, did she? I think she
uh,
wanted a
I,
boyfriend.
yeah, she wanted a boyfriend.
Yes.
Uh, my memory is just leaving me now as I'm like, what else did she want? Oh,
I don't know.
thanks. Thank you for leaving me alone, guys. I'm lost. It would be nice
I
if you guys.
haven't I haven't actually watched the original anime in so long, so I'm like digging for memories from my childhood. So yeah, like a
Yeah.
lot of this is probably going to be wrong, and I'm sorry. I have more fresher memories of Crystal, but even then, that was a couple of years back that I watched it. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, though. I'm just trying to like get this kind of done, going through all of this like annoying trauma of using color glazing, and that's freaking annoying as hell. I'm still trying to focus on the topic, but I'm also like, I gotta finish this. I wish I
Oh, I've seen Card Cap. Oh, sorry. Somebody was talking about watching it.
talking about what?
What are recommending Card Capture Sakura?
Oh,
Have you ever
never
seen
heard of
it?
it.
Oh my god. Watch it. It's
I
so
shall.
cute. The English, not well, redubbed it, but the original English dub was very not so good. And in fact, Okay, so this is literally a magical girl series. So obviously it's, based or supposed to be for girls and stuff. They try to market it towards boys. Yeah.
uh,
I used to watch Power Rangers too. My favorite was always the Yellow Ranger.
I never got into it like my sister did, but I was like, eh, eh. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it.
Well,
I'll do my own thing.
I had it on at the daycare, so I had no choice even if I didn't like it. This is
Oh
probably
man.
how I've watched so much shit growing up.
Again, I'm just like trying to think of other things that we can talk about when it comes to this. I did not plan this at all because I was busy with like my assignments, but I do have a vague idea of what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Okay,
We'll get
so
through
there,
it.
we'll get through it peacefully,
Yes.
nicely. Okay, so okay, here's an idea. Let's answer some answer some questions of what we dislike about some elements of female characters. I'll ask the first one to kind of warm us up. Okay, Doodling Princess, what do you hate the most about the overused tropes that you see in shows or
Uh,
books or manga, whatever?
well, I think I already kind of said it, but the like she can do everything that, kind of trope that's especially going on now. Like, okay, so I haven't actually seen it, but I don't want to at this point. The on. I have heard and I have seen so many reviews on this that okay, like so in the original it was like just this, normal girl trying to help her dad, and she basically builds herself up to be one of the best warriors in China, you know,
Yeah.
just through with the new one. She just has some magic chi thing going on. I don't. She's just great. She just knows how to, she just does it. There's no conflict in it, basically. There's no humanity in it. I understand that she still does it, I think, for her dad, but she's literally already got magic powers. And she did not even have it in the original. Like, that pisses me off when they do stuff like that. And I'm
Oh
not
my
even saying
god.
like just in remakes or anything like that. I just mean in general.
Oh my goodness. I
Yes.
really I can agree with that a lot because I'm just like I don't like
Like,
having
why?
every
Why
anyone
can't they
who's
just.
perfect.
Yeah, like, why is it so bad that this girl that obviously didn't have this training beforehand has to not only be way below all of the guys and build herself all the way above them to the point that she is like, uh, what was it that the emperor was gonna have her? I don't remember. It was just, one of their best warriors is all I'm gonna think of right now. But, like, she became so good just through working hard and, trying, basically. Whereas the new one, nothing. She just can do it. She's just great. That's
Dang.
why the men fear her.
I'm just like, oh god, I hate when that happens in every concept. I get it if the character has been like if it's a strong older character generally, then fine. If they're a master at what they do, then fine. But make sure if it's a younger character or anyone in general, like make sure it makes sense before you go ahead and make them a master of something, or at least
Yes.
show more of their emotions before you go ahead and say, "Well, they're perfect just the way they are." They're a fucking robot. Well, like, why aren't they crying about this scene or this incident or doing anything
Yeah.
about that thing over there? Oh, they got so much to do and they already handled it. How? Tell
Yeah.
me how.
Like, at some point, that, again, humanity. That's all it comes down to. It doesn't matter what they are. If you have the humanity in it in the story, any like it will go far. Like growing up, I know for a fact that most guys even like Mulan. Like
Yes.
they wouldn't even sit there and like the other Disney princesses liked Mulan. How does that work? You know, like they want to sit there and say it's because she's a girl. No, I mean, like because they would probably sit there and say nowadays that it's because it was a female led thing. They're sexist. No, I promise it's not that. Because it sucks. Oh, Rey's another good one actually from Star Wars. Like, I don't know how you feel, but honestly, I hate her. I'm not even gonna lie. Because they basically made her great. You know, she can pilot ships, pretty much handle the Force. She's Palpatine's freaking granddaughter. That's kills me. Like, how do we get to that? Like that doesn't really help anything. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here. I'm just like finishing some of the touches to this like painting. I'm like,
Ah,
I can't wait to finish this full body painting because it's annoying the hell out of me. I just want to turn it in. I don't care if it doesn't look correct in some ways. I'm at least learning.
exactly, girl.
Uh,
I would have done that too. At some point, I'd be like, care anymore.
I don't care if it doesn't look finished. Just take it. It's caused
Mm-hmm.
me nothing but trouble.
I'll take the F. It's fine. I don't know how I got A's in half my art classes.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, I think I gotta be in this one, so I gotta keep up the work. So I'm like, okay.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Whew. Yeah. I'm just hoping
Especially
that it doesn't.
painting. I would have gave up on it. Oh yeah.
Oh, Queen
That's what I'm
said no.
talking about. The arrow scene. You know where she climbs up uh
Oh
the
yeah,
the
that
wood thing? I don't know what that thing
the wood
was.
pole.
Yeah, the pole. That's what it was. Yeah, see that scene alone makes the whole movie. That scene is what basically shows what she went through and struggled to do, and basically used her like her smarts and learning, training and stuff.
It
She didn't just have
precisely.
magical powers.
It just feels like a joke if they just did that in like every freaking scene, where it's like, oh well, she's getting everything done for her, but then Milan I think broke actual glass ceilings because she actually put
Yeah.
herself in charge and did something about it. Previous Disney princesses, okay, what did you guys do? You slept.
Hey.
You just hope for the
Uh.
best. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
No.
not shitting on them. But
No.
I'm just like,
We're not talking bad about Jasmine, and we're not talking bad about Ariel
oh
or
yeah, Jasmine. I
Pocahontas.
forgot Jasmine existed. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Ariel did her own stuff too. She made her own legs. Well, she went to the witch, but still.
Fair point.
But she did all of that. She did it for herself. I get she also did it to go, see Eric, but she also wanted just to be human. I'm sorry. I hate about Ariel or Jasmine really. Like the really old ones, sure. I don't really care. I never really grew up liking them, but the ones from the Golden Age and whatever, or the Renaissance, I should say, those
Yeah.
are the ones. Those are the ones that like they're not perfect, but you know they still did
Yeah, they're good
something.
characters.
Yes.
I keep going back to Esmeralda, and I'm like, oh
Oh
my
yeah,
goodness.
Esmeralda. I loved her. I forgot about her, but I
I did
loved her.
too, so I feel kind of bad.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I just add whatever color I can to the freaking. I swear, you guys better not start barking at the door. If you do, I'm kicking you all out one by one. Actually, no, I can't risk that. Oh, damn it. I did not use the color I was supposed to use.
The what?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I like Rapunzel and Tiana too.
Okay, color scheme. Let's put it a little there to the teal. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna check the comments real quick, guys, because I've been focusing a lot on the painting. Okay.
I've been kind of
Oh,
reading them. I have a hard time because there's a mic like right in my face.
understandable. Oh, cryptic. I did not know they were trying to. They gave like Milana sisters so she can mess up the
Oh
tea
yeah,
ceremony.
yeah. I forgot about that. They gave her a sister, and instead of Mulan just being clumsy and messing it up, it was her sister, I think. Or, well, I guess they would know. They probably seen it.
I did not know that, so I'm like, oh
Mulan just
wow.
saved the day. That's all. So
Yeah,
you know how in the original she makes the mess and then basically gets told she'll never become a bride. Yeah, that doesn't happen because of that. It happens because she sat there and caught everything perfectly and neatly.
yeah.
Isn't that great?
Uh, okay, maybe I should put the blue. Okay, the blue works. The blue works. I repeat, the blue works.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure this dyed hair color is nice looking. So it's like,
Mm.
I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be here, doing my best. I feel like a lot of people forget when it comes to classes. It's like everyone expects it to be perfect, but I'm like,
It's not.
no.
Good lord, no. That's the one thing I've definitely learned from going to like art school and stuff is that even if you don't have it perfect, you might get a good grade.
Exactly.
Because there's so many times I was like, I failed this. I messed this up so bad, and then surprise, I didn't. I got an A, and I'm like, how? How did I
How in the
do
woods?
that?
How did I do it? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-mm. I don't.
Oh man. Just talking about like,
Honestly,
princesses and huh?
huh? Oh, I was just gonna say that I think it depends on your art teacher.
Yeah. So far my graceful instructors, or at least merciful instructors,
Yes,
haven't given me an F yet, so it's like I'm trying. And then I'm going to try doing
that's all that matters.
yeah, I'm going to try and do a report, 200 or 300 word report in less than 2 hours. That's fun too.
Oh God, yeah, it's great. It's always my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I don't like keeping everything at well, I mean, I do like getting things ahead, but it's like in some cases it's always
Nope.
fine to just, wait till last minute. That's what I
Yeah.
do. Just
Hell yeah. I got ADHD and I'm not on medicine. That's all I do. I just make my life harder for no reason.
yeah, I'm just like, whatever.
Fuck it.
It's a painting. It'll look great. And the words for that essay, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially if it's for the essay.
I'll just act like I know what I'm doing.
Yes. Girl, that is like almost all of art school. Just act like you know what you're talking about when you talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
precisely. People judge me, then they'll judge me. Whatever, go ahead and judge me. It's not
I
like
mean, they're
I
gonna do
don't
that
judge
anyways.
myself every day.
Exactly. They're gonna do it anyway, so it's fine.
Oh man.
That was my like least favorite thing though, was like doing I hated that shit. It always stressed me out when it was my turn. I was like, please don't say anything. Just let me go hide and cry. Tell me it's bad on a, like, just write it on the back. It's fine.
Yeah. I can't wait to just be able to like play Stardew Valley after this cuz I am like I'm at the edge of my seat just making sure that the hair looks fine, the everything looks fine.
Yeah. And then you're gonna notice that they won't even notice that, and they'll just be like, yes, this eye is really good. That's it.
Uh,
Maybe.
I'm just
I don't
like,
know. My art teachers were like that. I would sit there and struggle, and then they'd be like, we didn't even notice it.
yeah,
Cool. Great. Awesome.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. I didn't cry over it.
Oh
Everything's
my gosh.
fine.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, my toe.
I don't know what's the worst thing like that I've experienced. Like, oh wait, this should be an interesting question. Okay, Doodling Princess, what is the worst thing you've
What?
experienced as a female fan?
Wait, what? I didn't hear it.
What is the worst thing you've experienced as a female fan? Like whether it's comic book related, manga, whatever.
Okay, so obviously I am both. So I hate going to conventions that I like anything because they want to sit there and school you on it. Or they want
Oh
to
my
talk like
gosh.
they know better than you. Like I can know everything about the show and they would still act like you don't know what you're talking about. Like prove me wrong.
Those are the
Like
worst moments ever.
really is like that's the only honestly that's like one thing I would never uh like want to do whenever I was at those kinds of things was talk to any of the like guys there because I'm like I don't want to hear your stupid opinion about how you know more than me just because you think I'm what I don't understand is they think we're fake fans, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why would we fake it? Like that's the thing I don't understand. Do you think that as a girl, we're just I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that people aren't attracted to nerds, but the ones that do this, they're the type. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it's
they have this like entitlement and I'm like, "My dude, what are you on? I don't care if you think like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not here to impress you. Get away from me."
yeah, those are always the worst,
Yes.
moments when you're like a girl and you just like go into a comic book shop. Now, this only happened to me a very few times, but every time, the first time it happened was probably when I was like a middle school girl, and I go into a comic book shop, and I'm trying to find the Spider Man and shit. Next thing
Yeah.
I know, a 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old man just walks in, takes it from me, and I'm like, okay,
I would have
okay,
punched
fine.
him. I would have punched him. I would have. Yeah, I would have yelled.
It was an awkward moment where I was like, you know what? I can't really win in this situation because one, I'm a kid. Two, he most likely, I don't know what he does, but whatever. It's not my problem. I
Kick
just
him in the
grabbed the
balls.
next best thing.
That's when.
but but jokes on him. I ended up getting what he needed, which was
Good.
an issue of another comic book series. I can't remember what it was, but he came
Who
into the
cares? You
store for
took it.
that. But like the owner actually saw him take the comic book from my hand, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, I told him I didn't have this issue, so would you like to take it instead?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I just want to read."
Oh, hey, I have another one actually that's even worse. So
Oh,
whenever so it's basically the opposite of that. And I've had this a lot, especially when I was like younger, and I hated it so much. Um, Whenever the guys would find out that you were into anime or comics or anything or even games, they would
Yeah.
always like sit there and get obsessed with you, and I
Oh,
hated it. Oh my god, do you know how many times I had like not stalkers? Like I don't want to sit there and say that, but like straight up at school following me around like a little dog, like a little puppy, and like just asking me all the stupid questions like what like what did I think about this anime? What did I think about that? And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
you're creepy.
Yes. One of them, okay, so I, in art school, one of them found out I liked Teen Titans, and um, I barely talked to this guy, by the way, and
Yeah.
he randomly came to me and gave me a handful of Teen Titans comics. And I was like, thanks? Like, what? What?
That's totally creepy. I'm just like sitting here like, what the hell? I mean, I get it if
And I
you
had
guys
like a
talked,
couple of.
but it's like if you just randomly say, "Yeah, I like Teen Titans," and he just hands you a
Well,
fucking bunch of Teen
it was
Titans.
more like he was in my class, and he talked to me like once or twice, and like in those conversations, and it wasn't talking to a couple of people at the time, you know, and
Yeah.
I somehow mentioned that I like Teen Titans. And yeah, the next day, basically, he just came in with comics. I was like, okay, thank you. Like, I didn't want these, but thank you.
Oh my goodness, that is
Yo,
so freaking creepy. I mean, it's
yeah,
not super creepy, but creepy enough to make me want to change classes.
I wanted to, but I could. And I was like, I have to have this class. Please leave me alone. I didn't really talk to him much after that because I was like, I don't need this. This is no, just no. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, it sounds like he just threw himself out. So I'm like, yeah, get
It kind of
lost.
does.
It
So
just
yeah.
I
Mm-mm.
don't understand why guys are like that. It's like, she's a fangirl, and she
Yeah.
must like me then, because I'm also a nerd and I'm also a fan, and it
No.
just gets super awkward. And you're like, no, get
No.
lost, take
Hell
a
no.
hike, walk off
Please.
a cliff, play in the
Cause
traffic lights. I don't know.
play with traffic lights. Yes, though, like that's the kind of stuff. I think I would rather deal with the one that thinks he knows everything, like, and thinks I'm like some kind of fake fan,
Yeah.
over ever dealing with those creepy people because I've had those and I'm like, I don't want you to know I'm a nerd. It's good. It's great. Just don't talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, what the hell? I've never had a, if someone who's a fan and they try and get with me, but I
Yeah.
did have an occurrence at a convention when I was in a
Oh no.
hotel room,
Oh
and I
no.
was sharing it with like about, I think it was seven other girls, but then we had this one dude who joined in. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but apparently one of them told him that I was autistic, and he thought, "Hey, she's easy." And I'm
Oh
like, "What the
no.
fuck?" Like,
Oh hell no.
I could not even stay for the whole convention, and I paid for like a whole weekend pass to be there for the whole weekend, and I could not be there if he was going to be there all weekend too. And I was like,
No.
no, no, thank you. I'm going. I'm going. And
Yes.
that was the first time something like that ever happened to me, and I didn't do the smart thing, which was telling security that this guy's being a creep, and he may do it to
Well,
other girls, but I was like, I did not want to deal with it. So I left cuz again, he was drunk, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting myself involved in this.
no.
Bye. And then I had to spend the night at my one of my friend's house to like, because my dad couldn't pick me up, and I basically had to resort to one sleeping on my friend's couch, which I am still grateful for. I would have slept anywhere, on the floor, in the basement, whatever. I just didn't want to be at that convention.
Yes. I mean, girl, I would have left too. Fuck it. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Get away from me before I kick you. See, need to learn to fight, because at the end of the day, when you have these creepy people, you can just kick them or punch them in the throat, one or the other.
Yeah, I'm planning on just the next time if that ever happens again, I'm like, yeah, I'm going straight to security or like,
Yeah.
going to I don't know, maybe I might tag along with my other friend and her boyfriend just so I can be like, yeah, that dude over there's my brother and he will beat the shit out of
Yes.
you. So get lost.
Oh my god, yeah, do that too. Like, if you don't want to fight them, absolutely. Because,
I
like,
think it was kind of funny though, like during the time when I was getting picked up by my friend, her boyfriend was just like carrying a baseball bat and he's just like, "Do I need to
aww.
do anything?" And I'm like, "No, I want to get
Oh,
out. I want to get out." And he's like, "Oh,
that's sweet
nothing?"
though.
I'm like, "No, no, no. No violence, not right now. I'm too distressed." I
Yeah.
would have said yes though if I
Yeah.
could.
No, I get it though. You kind of don't want it to happen, but you want it to happen.
Oh my goodness. I finally managed to finish. Yeah, that
Did you
looks
finish
pretty
it?
good. Yeah, I can't show it cuz obviously
Well,
there's
yeah.
yeah, nudity. And all the guys will be like, "Dang, that's what a woman's rack looks like." Sorry, guys, I
They
just
already
had to
know.
make that joke.
The internet exists, so they know.
Okay, I think I'm done with that project, which means I can definitely put that away. I do have some elements I wanted to show. Well, not elements, but like things I wanted to show. So, yeah, we're totally gonna dive down more into the conversation for this ladies' nights. Just gotta take a quick sippy sip, and maybe you should ask me a couple of questions, Dueling Princess. I'm like not sure what to say
Uh,
exactly.
I'm trying to think what to ask you because, like, you had some really good ones. Okay, how about a more positive thing? What do you
Awesome.
want in, like, more when they're doing female led stuff? What would you like to see in the
Okay.
main character, at least?
Okay, this is an easy one for me because I'm like, yes. Okay, so what I want is a badass suit. Like, it can, it doesn't always have to be sexy or, revealing. It just needs to be badass in a way that I could probably style myself after it. Like, I feel like a lot of the suits that people complain about, some of them aren't that bad. Like, for example, when Wonder Woman was put into pants, and a lot of, mostly dudes was complaining that the leather jacket wasn't doing it. I think I gotta dig that, design up so people can see it and know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the pants one.
Yeah.
Also, might steal this question from Free Fire Comics too.
Okay, I'm just looking for.
At least once you answer this one.
I'm still. What was it? Is it that design? Oh, okay, I found it. Gonna share it. Oh, favorite female creator? Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that was the other one I was gonna ask you because I was gonna steal that.
Ah,
Because I couldn't think of anything, and you've asked me too. So
okay. This design, I actually love it to pieces.
okay, that's not a bad one though.
Yeah, but everyone was like, but it doesn't show off the booty, it doesn't show off the boobs, and I'm like, does every design need to show everything off? Like,
I'm sorry. That third picture over sure does show boobs, so they're kind of stupid.
I think it's like again, I still think it's pretty badass. I love the
Yes,
gauntlets. I love the pants and how they look in the belts. I'm just like obsessed with it. I'm like, if there was one Wonder Woman design I wanted to cosplay, it was that one.
and I mean it's a really good one. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, except for like the older ones. I kind of like most of her more. I don't want to say modern, but modern.
Yeah.
Because like her old ones, I hate them. But what? When was that one made?
I think this was made in 2011,
Okay,
10 or
so
something.
like more iconic look. I would say I like that one. I like the new one from the movies, and I like
Oh,
that
this
one.
one,
Yes, I love that one. I don't
right?
care. I mean, people say it's too revealing, but I love it. It suits her.
Yeah, it's a warrior princess type of look. I really like
Yes,
it. And it does go back
I would
to
cosplay it.
let me it goes it really goes back to her
I
original
hate that though.
design where she did look like this.
Yes, and it's awful. But see,
Exactly.
like that is bad.
I know. I just excuse it by saying, well,
It was the
it's
fifth.
it was the
When
50s,
was she
early
made?
times. Wait,
Yeah. Was she?
yeah,
Oh
it
no, it
was
was earlier.
1941.
Okay, so it wasn't the 50s. Whoops.
uh,
Kind of a decade off. It's fine.
oh dang. I guess they were gonna have her show off her like
Oh,
midriff.
I like that though. I like that one though.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
Why couldn't I gone with that? That's cute.
Now I just want to draw it.
I do
It
too.
is
It's so cute.
it's basic, but it gets to the point, and I love the art
Yes.
style.
And it's so cute. I love it.
Okay, Free Fire Comics. I don't like Diana with pants because it reminds me too much of her sister, Donna Troy. I'll show Doodling
I can
Princess
see
to Donna
that.
Troy.
Do it?
I was just gonna show you what like design.
Oh, I know the star one.
Oh yeah, the star
Oh,
one's really good.
yeah.
I personally like this one. I
Ooh, I like
mostly because
it.
it's like very space like, and I love
It's
the
different.
boots and stuff. It looks really cute.
Yes. Yes.
And I kind of wish they kept her with that haircut. I know, guys. You don't want to see girls with less hair, but don't want
Well,
to look freaking cute in this.
well, sucks for me, I guess. I chopped all mine off.
Yeah, I'm planning on chopping mine off because I'm like, I can't do any summer heat with this hair. No, hell no.
I've done it my whole life. I'm good.
But yeah, there are a lot of different things. But okay,
Oh, I
favorite
do know
comic.
the red one. I'm sorry. I knew the red one. Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty
But I
cool.
actually know of her.
Okay, so favorite female comic creator. Okay, gotta remember her name because remember, guys, I am terrible with names.
Same. What did she make?
She actually worked in DC Comics and with, well, I think she definitely did work with DC Comics and worked with a bit of, damn it, I can't remember his name, but I know it was basically on DC Comics' Death comic book. I know I have the name on my phone because I was like doing some research on her.
Just in case you
So
forgot it.
yeah,
I should do that.
I normally do it when I'm trying to figure out ideas for my own books. So okay, I'm going to Google on my phone. I know one of the titles, so it's like perfect.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Going through all that information and I'm losing my fucking head.
You'll get it.
Okay, so yeah. So she worked on Neil Gaiman's Sandman series, and she's definitely one of my favorites. Her name is Jill Thompson because she made Scary Godmother. That is my,
Oh,
guilty pleasure as a child. I loved that little short, and then knowing that it became a book. Well, it was originally a book. I was like,
yes.
oh damn, this art style is amazing.
I hated it when I was little. I'm not gonna lie.
That's understandable. I get it. Like,
It
there are
I thought it was like some little cheap know nothing thing, and I didn't give it a chance. So, like when I got older, everybody or I watched a review on it, and I was like, I remember this, but I thought it looked like crap.
Yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite things to watch every Halloween as a kid. I was like,
Oh no, it's
it's
really good.
on.
What?
Oh, I was just like, I was like, always as a kid, I would always be freaked out whenever it was on. But I think like the first
Oh,
one was great, but the sequel to it was like, oh, they couldn't
oh
even
yeah, there
keep
is
some of
a
the voice
sequel.
actors. It was confusing.
Yeah, I've never seen the sequel. I refuse.
It's not as good as you would have
I've heard
thought. I
bad
mean,
things.
yeah, it's not as good. I'm just like, there are some elements that I do appreciate, but it felt very forced in some ways.
Yeah.
I just recommend checking out the books if you want to see more of Hannah and Friends for that. I have tried to get into another series, which was like, uh, the Dead Boy Detectives, which I have not read yet. So I'm like, okay, I'll get on to reading it soon. I'll get on to reading it. I've just been piling a lot of different stories up, and I haven't gotten a chance to like really explore it too much.
Yeah.
Anywho's, guys, there are still a lot of things to talk about, but I'm trying to figure out what more we can like go into the backstory of. Maybe the
Ow.
idea of being a female creator in, illustration. Like, it's very tough being a commission artist or a
Yes.
artist in general in this competitive field.
Yes. I mean, like I know there's a lot of guys that obviously uh have like these big followings, and
Yeah.
I swear it's I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them get it because of hentai. And it drives me crazy because like to like do it sometimes, but I'm like I don't want to be that person. Like I just want to draw cute girls and just, do that. But I don't know, like what have you cuz I don't really know. I think because of my art style, the girls, you know? So if
Yeah.
anybody's going to look at my art style, it's probably going to be people that would not, expect that from me. I have had weird requests though, or commissions before.
Oh man, let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Like, I feel like that's always the fun things to talk
We have
about, but you're
to.
also creeped out by some of it. So let's go into it.
Okay.
Share your
So,
first story.
okay, so when I was like a lot younger and not really understanding back then what could be asked of me, and this one person asked me to draw them four chibis, and he wanted them all to be like doing like jogging, and he wanted them to have shoes on their feet.
Wait, what? What?
Yes. Yes.
They're all zombies?
No,
Oh.
they're just regular girls going
Oh,
for a
okay.
jog, and for some reason he wanted me to put shoes on their feet, or on not on their feet, their hands. I'm sorry, on their hands.
Oh my god.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
You noticed some weird fetish thing, and I didn't understand it back then. And I'm like looking back at it. What the fuck did he want me to do that for?
that's just kind of crazy to me because I'm like, hands on feet on shoes on hands.
Yes. See,
Shoes
it
on
doesn't even sound right.
What?
Like,
What? What?
yes,
I mean, I
yeah,
can understand maybe one scene where you probably have the main character holding a shoe in their hand for some dumbass
yeah,
reason, but five girls wearing shoes on their hands, like dudes,
yeah,
guys, come over here.
yes.
Tell us, girls, about your not fetish, but
No, let's
is
not
that
tell
a
them.
fetish for you
Don't tell
guys?
me.
Like, that,
Please don't tell me. Actually, don't tell me.
if you do, I'll kick you out.
Please.
Is that weird, guys? Is that weird to you?
God, what about like on DeviantArt? Have you ever had like your art favored, like faved and stuff, and it put into a weird folder that you're like scared of?
Oh my god, I hate that feeling. Well, I hate seeing anyone who's just like this character, like my love of this character, like my sweetheart or some kind of shit like that, and I'm like,
It's literally
your
zaps.
sweetheart, yeah. At one time, I went to like an account where they basically had an obsession with some character. Can't remember which one it was. I don't want to remember. I just remember seeing every single drawing of this character in this folder, and it's like it has this description saying our wedding is this day, blah blah blah, and I'm like,
Oh,
what?
what?
Your wedding?
What?
You're
Your
getting
wedding?
married to a teenager?
Mm-mm.
How old are you?
Nope. No, no.
No, thank you. Keep
Nope.
your cookies. I don't want them near
Mm-hmm.
me.
No, I've literally had it over zaps before. That stuff get put in weird folders, and I'm like, please don't do that. That is my character. I will fight you.
Oh my god, especially when it is an original character and you're like, "Oh man, what the hell? Like why do you
Yes.
like them like that? Stop touching my
Yeah.
character like that. Stop thinking about those things with my character."
Is
Oh,
I know it's so gross.
it's really weird.
Especially zaps. Like really?
Oh
Like
man, I remember Zaps.
of all my characters though, zaps. She didn't even have boobs. The fuck?
Okay,
I'm sorry. It's just
I'm just trying to
uh,
imagine who puts any of that into their freaking folder and shit.
I don't know, but it kept happening, and I was like, oh fucking hell. I also had one of them. Some guy commissioned me. Um, oh shoot, I can't. It, I can't think of the Spider-Man villain. Um, the Hunter dude. Is it Crane? No,
Yeah, Craven the Hunter.
Craven. That's it. God, I'm stupid. Anyway, okay, so Craven, they wanted him, and some I don't remember who it was. Him to
Was
be
it like a
stepping
ship
on
art?
one.
Was it an attack art? Was it a weird fetish
No, fetish art probably because he had it was him stepping on one girl. I don't remember who or anything, and then him holding the other by their neck.
What the fudge?
And they were very much like, in like revealing clothing. So I'm like, the fuck. So yeah.
I'm just trying to understand this.
Yeah, I'm always scared to get commissions because I'm like, please don't be weird. Like it's either some asshole or it's a weirdo, and I'm like, I don't want it. I really don't.
Yeah, it's understandable. I don't think I've really gotten too many weird commissions with anyone as creepy, but it's probably because I just immediately delete anything asking for free art because I'm like, hell no, I'm not giving you free art. I'm not doing requests. I'm not, doing any of that. If you're going to buy something from me, maybe. But I have standards. I have rules. I have all this self discipline in me that will never, ever draw any type of. Okay, maybe I've drawn a couple of fetish things, but I never post it on my account in public. I put it into a secret envelope. I send it to the person, and I'm like, there you go. Keep it to yourself. Don't post it on
No.
any account. It's just for you. If I see this piece of art going around that community, I know who will be getting an ass beating. Okay, do not show this to anyone because some of the fetish stuff I drew basic stuff, but I just don't like people knowing I'm into, not into it, but like,
You drew
eh,
it.
it, I can endure it. I can kind of tolerate it. Whatever, do whatever, but keep my name, my art out of it. Just keep it to yourself, okay? That's all I can ask for you. But oh my god, giantism fetish.
No. I've seen that.
Oh,
No.
the giant feet.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh lord.
who pays attention to feet?
I got lucky
I've
that
looked into
I
plenty of
never
guys
got
who
that.
have that weird feet fetish, and I'm like, okay, weird. And I usually try and gross them out by being like, well, I just stepped into some dog shit. Would you like to lick it off
Oh god.
now? And
Jesus
they're
Christ.
like, it's debatable. And I'm like, oh god, no, 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 no. You are
Careful saying this.
banished. You are banished from this land. Your mother needs to know about this
Oh
very
my
deeply
god.
to know the weirdo she raised. Her son has become a monster.
She probably wouldn't admit to it.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't.
But yeah, those
That's how they
weird,
become that.
yeah, the weird fetish art. No, no, thank you. I choose life. I
Yeah.
choose deep life.
I mean, at least they were commissions, but still, it was so like, why would you ask me this?
It only gets worse when it's like depictions of kid characters. I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
Yup.
Get the fuck out of my page right now.
Honestly, I don't know which one is worse. Like the ones that are entitled and think that you owe them art, or those people.
I'm willing to do just about
For
anything.
worse, it's both for bad.
Like, I'm willing to do just about anything for, like, a paycheck, but I have my, standards. I have my beliefs. I don't want to deal with the bullshit that people go into saying, being like, well, I really want to see it in your art style because it's, like, very yummy. And I'm like, hell no. I'm going to beat the shit. If I ever met you in real life, dude, I would probably step on your foot or kick you in the butt or in the nuts. Either one. Maybe push you down the stairs. I don't know. I know that sounds really mean, guys, but some of these assholes that I've met who've asked for free art or basic kink fetish art, I just can't. Like the
No.
weird stuff, I just can't. And oh no, I'm having flashbacks to like even weirder guys who post about them, their fetishes and actually show their face, and you're like,
Oh God.
yeah, yeah, you're not gonna get a date from anyone. There
No.
was this like one weirdo who was obsessed with garbage bags or rubbing himself with garbage, and I'm like, oh no,
Mm-mm.
no, 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 that's a huge turnoff. I don't know how your wife
No.
sits in bed with you at the same day at the same night. I don't know how.
No. No. Uh-uh.
This is why I'm like, I choose not to get married until I get a full exam of who exactly you are. Because if I'm married to someone who's a fucking weirdo, I'm gonna be like, I'm speeding the hell out of that marriage. I'm taking everything. I'm taking the dogs. I'm taking the house. You can keep your fetish stuff outside the house. We're
Yes.
over.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wow.
Hmm.
Something to change the subject. Derek Johnson. Okay. I think they should make more American female heroes, and by that, like dress in the American colors with a cap. Oh, I kind of have something like that. I kind of have a character like that. So just because I like the idea of a female Captain America, but it different. I think this was mostly made when I was younger. I I did show you guys a couple of times of this character. Maybe I should show her again just so you guys can be like, "Oh wow, she's pretty" or something. I don't know. Because now that you reminded me about that character, I'm like, would she be a good character to pull off though? Like,
I'm
I just
sorry.
want to change the subject as much as possible.
No.
Trying to,
Blue Wind. They came in right when you were talking about licking shit off your foot.
I am not into that blue wind. I was just saying,
What a good time to come in.
yeah, I feel sorry for your ears now.
Okay, sorry, you go now.
I am trying to find the characters. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, there it is. I could not open because it is not a valid document. It is a document. Damn you. It is a document. You can't tell me it's not a document. Okay,
What
I'll
document?
open it up in your competitor Paint.
Oh my
Just
god.
Paint.
Just open it and paint. It's fine.
I was gonna do it on Photoshop, but apparently that ain't good enough for them. Even though I made it in
Oh.
there.
So just go
Okay.
open it up on paint. It'll be fine.
Okay. Dropped in, heard you stepped in dog shit and having someone let me lick it off. What?
See?
Again, I was just saying that like to. Okay, I'll make sure I explain it to you, Blue One, because I don't want you to get this wrong image of me. But basically, I was. Oh, okay. My ears aren't bridging. Don't worry, I'll explain. I just really hate dudes who are into foot fetishes. So I'm like, okay, dude, if you are into that, like if they ever told me to show my feet off, I would be like, okay, I stepped into dog shit. Do you want to lick it? And then they'll be like, one of them was like, yeah, I think I might. And it's just like, oh god, no, you're banished. You're banished. Ugh, ugh. So let's just change the subject to something more happier. Character designs I've done. That
Yes.
sounds happy. That's what.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds happier. Anyways, here's the
Oh
character I
god.
ended up making. So,
Lord.
she is the middle of the Trinity. Well, I'm not gonna call this a Trinity. It's just my main three because I do love the
You
idea
can call
of
him the
having.
Trinity.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm still trying to come up with a better hero team name for them for later on, but main three Trinity, whatever.
For
But
now, you can call him
anyways,
the Trinity. It works.
okay, okay. So you reminded me of that. Was which one of you reminded me? It was Derek. Derek. Was it Derek?
Yes.
Okay. I was just being ultra sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I basically came up with the idea of a female type Captain America, and I didn't want to go full into Captain Carter type because
That's
that's
still not
already
Captain
been done.
America.
Yeah, it's like there's Captain Carter based off of Peggy Carter, so I was like, okay. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be completely like that, but I also want it to kind of be a symbol like back kind of inspired by Captain America, but in her own way, she's not really a sexy character. I didn't want to give this character that kind of look. I'm just gonna call her Lynn because her real name I'm
Still
still
working
working
on.
out, and I kind of like the idea of Lynn basically being this symbol that you can still be a leader and not be this sexy female character. And it's not like every sexy character that you see is always. Am I making sense? Like,
Yes.
okay. I just didn't like the idea of every female superhero having to be sexy. I wanted her to give people feelings like, oh, she could be your mom, she could be your sister, or she could be your cousin. She
It
can
looks like you could get.
basically be any woman outside of being a love interest to you.
She
That's
also
what I
looks like
wanted
she
to
can kick
imply.
ass.
She can kick ass gracefully, and
Yes.
her sidekick is a boy because I wanted to do a female mentor with a boy sidekick. I wanted
Hey,
to
that'd be good.
change it up a bit,
Yeah. Yeah, you
and
don't really see that too often at all.
Never. It's always
No.
like it's very rare to find that. At most, you'll find a male mentor with a female sidekick, but that's it.
Yeah.
So
But
seeing a character
the
like
other way
that
around.
take a male sidekick in, I just really wanted to show that aspect of her being motherly towards someone, to show that she isn't here to play games. She's here
Yeah.
to be responsible, mature about what she's doing with her duties. I didn't want to keep the idea of every female character has to be this way or that way.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we kind of forget with Wonder Woman, because it's like, I'm not saying the way she dresses is terrible. No, no, no. It's an
No.
iconic look, but the way that they don't show that enough, like showing that this character can be more than just your possible next girlfriend, that they can remind you of someone you love that isn't, just your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to aim with her. And I basically gave her wings because that's kind of part of her. Well, that goes back to what kind of powers I'm going to, give her.
Yeah.
It's basically flying and fireworks. There are more extended to that, but I
I
just
kind
wanted
of
the
like
wing.
that for American theme
Yeah. I don't
fireworks.
think anyone's done it before, so I was like,
No. I mean, there's
fireworks.
Jubilee, but that she's not American themed.
Yeah.
So,
I figured fireworks and some other elements of her training. I feel like she doesn't use her powers as much as she should be,
yeah.
because she always believes that any, fight can be resolved depending on how you handle the situation without too much violence. She tries to intervene whenever she can and always does the right thing at the end of the day. She
Yeah.
I feel like with her character and her being a mother figure, it's something I like to see more in female characters than anything else. And the two other characters, yeah, I'm not
Working
sure if
on them.
I'll ramble about those two unless anyone wants to know, but yeah, those are the type of characters I really think should be shown more to the public. I feel like leader, well, female characters with lots of leadership and maturity should lead a better team than most other characters, like just sexy characters. No offense to anyone who likes
Archie
the
ones.
sexy looks.
Don't forget the bitchy one too,
Ah, yes.
because you also have if it is a female led team, she's always a gigantic bitch, and is seen as one.
Yeah, it's like men, they can be, they have strong leadership skills, but when a girl does it, it's automatically, oh, she's bossy.
Yeah. Or she's a prude, or she's no
Yeah,
fun. So yeah.
I get it. Like, she's the mother of America. I like it. Yeah, her story goes back a little. I'm not gonna say anything other than, again, I took way a lot of influence from the idea of Captain America being a man out of time, but the way I wrote this story, like this specific universe, it explains itself if you read it correctly. And I don't want to say anything about that because, one, spoiling too much. Two, this project probably won't be, you know, pushed out. I can't even see it in 5 years. I want to focus on other projects aside from these three and their other universes, because again, I want people to actually look into it as if it's a actual comic book universe. I just don't want people thinking it's this one small project. I want it to extend further from where it stands, but honestly, I don't want to.
You want to do the Justice League thing. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, obviously they all have their own comic books and this and that, but then they all come together too. And they'll be,
exactly.
yeah, so I get that.
Because it's like I want to build things up. I don't want people to automatically get tossed this team and everyone's like, "Oh wow, we got this superhero team." That must mean it's gonna always have everything shown to them. And I don't want people to see every single element of my story just yet. It's like the way I would probably plan out this series is that I would start with these three first. There would be a couple of issues with those three, then build it up to a bit of a time skip to introduce more characters aside from them, so I build the universe up slowly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just gotta figure out the other things like starting the company, that kind of stuff. I don't want to sell these characters to just, DC or Marvel, because I know for a fucking fact if I did something like that, that they would be having a fucking field day with this idea. They would be
Yeah.
like juicing it out, and I'm like, no, I want
No.
these characters to stand for more than just being this. Oh, it's part of this big giant universe that's already established. They already have their own thing going on.
Good lord, yes. They don't need no.
It would be great to work with those type of companies, but it's like right now it's not the time or place for me to go in and say, yeah, I'm gonna intern at this place.
No. Probably not.
I keep
I,
seeing the intern positions and I'm like, I kind of want to, but I kind of don't want to.
yeah. I get that because I mean, there's like a lot of crap going on right now with the comics, or at least the industries.
Yeah, the industry just kind of sucks right now.
Yeah.
I just Manga's doing amazing. That's
Well, duh, and they're trying to recreate that, and it's not working for them.
exactly. I'm just like, okay, you just need to take a couple of years off. DC Marvel, just take a couple of years off. Think of a better plan. Come back with us with something new and refreshing that isn't shitting on everyone at the same time, okay?
Yes,
Sit down.
they
I
need
think
to
people
take a, but or like they need to literally take a lesson from manga and try to have more human story.
Yeah,
Like I,
exactly.
that's what they're not understanding. They see all of this other stuff that is in anime. They don't see the story part. That's what people are drawn to. They're
It-
like they like or the art style. They like all that stuff. It's the freaking story though that keeps you,
Precisely. I just feel like a lot of the time
and
they're
that's what
like,
they don't get.
okay, let's introduce this new woke character, like a new colored character or you know, um, a
Yeah,
new
that'll get all the fans
LGBT
back.
character. And then they just make it all about that one element that they bring up, like, oh, look at the black character, we're
Yeah,
gonna focus on the black part of them
Token,
instead of being just human, where we can,
a
people who,
token.
yeah, token, basically be that for the entirety of their character. Like Naomi is a huge DC character that is definitely tokenized, and it's like, okay, we just gave this girl who's less than 5 years old her own TV series. Meanwhile, mixed
Yeah,
in some other, like,
she got a
cyborg.
cartoon.
Yeah, she had
Yeah,
a cartoon.
Cyborg. Cyborg
Wait,
gets in some poopy little thing with oh shoot, what is the team that Beast
uh,
Boy was on? Why can't I remember anything? Oh my
it was
god.
Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol.
That's it. Doom Patrol. That's it. Yes. He's on Doom Patrol. Like what?
I'm
Why?
trying to make that make sense in my own head. I don't mind it. I liked watching the first season, but it's just
I
like,
why is he there though? It should be Beast
yeah,
Boy. He
that would
doesn't
have been more
belong.
fun. And in the own Titans show, it's like Cyborg isn't there.
Yeah.
Cyborg's doing his own thing.
Where's like what? You're gonna throw Teen Titans and put him in a Doom Patrol and not
Yeah,
have
it
Beast
doesn't
Boy in there?
it doesn't
Oh
make any sense. It
no.
really doesn't. And I wish that they would understand this deeply, because I recently, I regot, well, not regot, but like I got the Teen Titans complete series Blu-ray disc, and
Yeah.
I'm rewatching everything, and I'm like, the dynamics with these characters are always amazing to see. I mean, granted, I'm kind of getting over my dislike for Starfire. I'm that back when I was younger, I
Oh,
hated
you hated
Starfire.
Starfire.
Yes, I had a burning passion of hatred.
I loved her. She was the basis for Zaps at the time.
Ah,
Yeah.
I kind of realized I did like some of the elements of her character, and I even liked some of the not first timers, but like, not, why do I say first timers? Only characters that show up in the series, like Red X, or hell, I think I kind of grew to liking, Kitten from that one episode. Now, hear me out.
Oh
I
yeah.
love me a good spoiled ass brat. If there was a series where Kitten got into like, I don't know, working
I
with
love
other
her.
villains or a team of heroes, and she
Yes.
had to deal with, being a brat, and everyone's like, okay, stop being a fucking selfish prick and start realizing that ain't your, like, this ain't the real world for you.
So like Princess from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. And maybe seeing her get old, like a bit better, because Killer Moth is an interesting villain that goes
Yeah.
with her, and knowing that he probably has some enemies here and there, especially if you're remembering the uh the original Batman version of the villain. He definitely has a handful of people that probably wouldn't like him too much, and probably would abduct Kitten at one point. And I would love to just see a plot where she kind of learns to become better, but not really.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be nice. I liked her though. She was funny.
Yeah, I kind of based one of my other characters off of her. Like, I wanted to spoil Brat, and I was like, perfect example, perfect example. And practically, I ran with it, and I probably had too much fun writing each and every story I had this character in. So it's
Oh yeah, there's so much fun to write.
Fierce Apathetic Black Queen. There's Powerpuff Girl episode about feminists versus the girls.
I
Ah,
love that episode.
yes, I remembered it, and I thought it was pretty good. Like the iconic look of that character. I can't remember what she was called. Was it fatal or something, or I don't know.
Was I thought it was feminist. Oh, I do not know. I don't remember. I remember what she looked like. Cannot remember her name. But yes,
I'll try and type it out like on.
cuz I feel like it was feminist, but I don't know. I do remember that and I loved it.
Oh wait, I was right. It was.
Also, like it's funny that that show was made by a guy yet it spoke to girls so much. Oh, Femme Fatale. Is that it? No,
Yeah,
it can't be. Is it?
yeah.
Oh. Okay. I really don't remember her name then. Cool.
I would show you guys what is on there, but like I ran into some creepy fetish art that,
Of course it is.
yeah, I
Not
really don't like.
surprised.
And
Yeah, with the girl symbol. I love that part. She just had this stupid female symbol on her.
yeah, and she's like, when she's asking the girls, being like, okay, what other female superheroes are there? And they're just like, Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Supergirl, and then they just stop for a minute, being like, oh wait, what? And Buttercup just drops her, being like, she's right. There isn't any. And nothing just makes me confirmed that the Powerpuff Girls are in the DC universe. Like, why would they go out of their way,
Yeah, because they
mention
only mentioned.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman if they
Yeah.
ain't part of the. I want to see a fucking crossover of that. And I'm not talking about the Powerpuff Girls and the Teen Titans Go bullshit. No way.
Oh
That does not
God,
count.
I
That
forgot
does not
about
count.
that. I
I don't
totally
want to
forgot about
remember it.
that. No, no, we don't.
Honestly, I think it would be interesting if Warner Brothers did do that, because they own it. They can make a comic. They did it with Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo worked with Batman.
Oh
So
yeah, he did.
so
The
if they
Adam
wanted to
West
do
Batman.
something, like, I don't know which character. I don't want it to be Batman, because that's always the go-to. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking either
Wonder
Superman
Woman.
or Wonder Woman.
It has to be Wonder Woman.
Yes. Yes.
I
It
mean,
would work.
wasn't it Blossom that dressed up like Wonder Woman for Halloween? No, not for Halloween. Were they dressed up like different heroes? Cause she was Wonder Woman. I don't remember what Bubble was, and then Buttercup was Spawn or some version of Spawn.
Oh, wait.
Y-
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
It
about?
looked like that. It
Yeah.
looked like that. Bubbles was a bunny,
Oh
and
yeah, she was a bunny.
Blossom was in a. I can't really say it's a Wonder Woman type look,
But
but
it was like base.
similar, very similar.
Okay. Yeah, because
Uh,
the Spawn one wasn't technically Spawn either.
like, let me show you guys the. Yeah, basically, it was that.
Yeah, okay, so that's why I thought it was Wonder Woman. Yeah, and my favorite. I love Buttercup. Look at her.
I remember when they, made that idea. Wait, what?
What the frick?
No. No, this is.
That can't be real.
That
Was it
can't be
real?
real.
I
I don't know. I'm checking. I want to know if it's real. Oh, this was a commercial. Okay.
okay. That
Okay. That
explains why I don't
doesn't
remember
count,
that.
though.
No,
So.
absolutely not.
Oh, no. Listina. Oh, no. No, thank you.
Do what?
Bliss.
No, no. Mm-mm.
After she stole Bunny's, outfit, I'm like, no.
Nope.
No, thank you. Hell no. Keep it in your head. Don't bring this character out again.
Yeah, that or that weird uh self-insert of the creator or whatever.
Oh, no. Oh.
Blossom.
A
Yeah.
lot of people said it was basically, I'm not trying to defend it, but people were like, oh, but it was like a thing. We thought it would be funny if the character actually looked like this guy. So we
No.
redesigned him. And I'm like,
You don't still think that's a little weird? Like, come
it,
on.
it, it still looks pretty damn weird.
A little bit. A lot. Because he was obsessed with her.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Creepy.
no, thank you.
Yeah. No, that's no. That's not how that works.
Oh man, we are definitely going into it today. Oh yeah, I was kind of curious though.
Hmm.
Like, you did mention at one point, like a while ago, you were planning on making a series.
The what
Like,
series?
I, I, I was curious about that like series you were talking to me about that you were planning on making. Did you like stop or? I'm kind of
Oh, you
curious.
mean the magical girl one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still kind of working on it. I'm just trying to. Um, I'm pretty much fit at this point because, like, I'm not sure how to go about meeting the other like teammates and stuff.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds difficult.
yeah. Cause I'm like, I'm just trying to kind of keep the story going with her not wanting to be the magical girl and trying to fight it so much. Cause she won't. It's not like it would be one of those things where she would, uh, like end up doing it after like one or two something. It would probably last at least the whole uh first, little bit until like the whole team was together. Because I don't want her to transform or do anything like that. And that's where I'm having the problem. Because, no.
Yeah, agreed.
So I've
I've
just
been
been trying to
lost.
figure that out.
I've been lost on that kind of thing too. Trying to like continue the plot and then you're like, shit,
How?
how do I do this? Like,
Yes.
what?
I have like point A, a Z. How do I get between those?
Yeah, it's a long battle.
Oh god, yes. It absolutely is. That's why I've kind of like given up on it and just been trying to think about it before. Because I was going to try and start writing it. Or not writing it, but like doing the actual pages and stuff. But then I was like, yeah, this isn't going the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to just sit on it for a while. Because it's,
Understandable.
yeah.
I'm just,
I also
I've been,
kind of want to do something with Zaps. Because I still love her.
hmm. I have thought
I
maybe you
just
could
don't know
probably.
when. I mean, I can keep pretty much all of the elements. Like,
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I
yeah,
do have
cuz
some ideas of what could probably help you. Like,
what?
I was just thinking like making either your own universe or maybe like I don't know, like some people wait until they find a company or something and then they just release that character into some kind of series. But like would you want to do like a web comic or like an actual published comic
I would
that's like
rather do a web comic for
ah
Zaps. Because, I mean, it'd be cool to have her in the actual DC universe, but that's unrealistic.
that's unrealistic. Like as much as I would love to be able to be in charge of some writing elements, I would probably piss off a lot of fans just by saying this, but okay, guys, you already know me. I'm not gonna put Dick with Starfire or Batgirl. I would give him to Defacer, and I can already imagine how much people would hate that decision.
I mean, I can't say anything because I don't know. I
I'll
don't know
show
that
you what she
character very
looks
much.
like.
I think I've seen you talking about her, or you showed me. I don't remember if you showed it to me or if I've just seen you talk about her, but either. Yeah.
Hey Arno, welcome to the stream. Oh, fierce apathetic Black Queen, Johnny Bravo had a feminist episode. Johnny Bravo was gender swapped as a woman, shows experience as a woman. The episode's called which a which a which a woman. It's funny and I remember that. I
I do.
remember that.
And he still learns nothing.
Yeah, it kind of makes me like you had one opportunity. I know everything's supposed to go back to the status quo from the
Yeah.
beginning to the end, but it's also like I want him to actually learn something. He may be funny in some ways where it's like, yeah, I get it, but it would be kind of nice if he actually got the girl. I mean, yes, he's a complete douchebag. He
Learn?
flirts with every girl, but
No, it got annoying sometimes.
yeah,
Cause yeah, like I I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't like the show. I liked it. I watched it, and I laughed at it all the time. And obviously, he did what he deserved at the end of the day. But it was like, okay, but the joke's getting old.
yeah, like I can understand it being a thing for like season 1, and then in
Yeah,
season 2 it kind of goes like, I wonder why I didn't get the girl.
yeah. Like at
And
some
then
point,
maybe season 3 I could probably imagine him actually learning from his fucking mistakes and being like, okay, I got to do better.
yeah, that would have been nice. Cause I mean, technically, you could have done the same thing with Powerpuff Girls. Cause in a way, they were like a serial show, and they had to kind of stay in the status quo, but they kind of didn't.
Yeah, like there were brief moments where some characters were mentioned or some characters returned after
Yeah,
a fight or something like that, or Princess doing something big and it gets recalled into one episode later on. Yeah, I can
yeah,
understand that. That would work.
yeah. That's how, like that's probably back then, especially would have been the best thing for them to do. Because obviously back then they wanted to have it so that they could play any episode. That would
But
be a good
yeah,
way to do it.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
Defacer.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you showing or talking about her or something.
I kind of like her relationship more because she went all the way to do basically this.
I see that.
I love it.
That is
I love
funny
the
though.
dynamic, and she was once pregnant with his kid, and I'm like, okay, you
Uh
have
oh.
one chance, DC.
Nope.
You
That's
didn't
not
do
gonna
it.
happen. No. They wouldn't dare.
Because then it would show that he's too old. But I really think that she is a good character to have
Yeah.
for a relationship with Dick. It just, I feel like a lot of people are like, but she has blue hair, not the red hair. Like, he,
Like what he
no,
seems
who
to be
cares?
into.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a change of the status quo, and it is kind of the opposite of red. Like, what's the opposite of red? Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. It works.
That is kind of funny though. He goes from redhead to bluehead.
Yeah, and I just love it. But yeah, Anthony, welcome to the stream. It's wonderful to have you here. And there are more things we can talk about connected to different characters. I was going to bring up more characters for you to check out, which one of them, let me introduce you to one of them. One
Ooh,
of them
she's
is
pretty.
Amethyst. Ignore the purple haired version. I will not talk about the purple haired version. We do not talk
Aw.
about the current one because it doesn't reflect off of what it was
Mm,
in the source material. But yeah,
that's kind of a shame
base
because it looks nice.
yeah, Amethyst is a princess from Gemworld,
mm.
and think of Sailor Moon. Think of Sailor Moon because it's exactly like Sailor Moon, except this was made before Sailor Moon.
It was made before Sailor Moon?
Yeah,
Oh.
she was made in the 80s, and
Oh.
basically she was okay, the princess of Gemworld. She was raised in, well, not raised, but like born in the house of Amethyst, and then she was sent to the real Earth
Yeah.
by her parents because they were both killed by, and she was taken by an old lady. I can't remember her name. Citron. I can't. Probably not the right name, but she replaced a dead child because her
Oh.
adoptive parents had a child which died, but then she came in, gave them Amethyst as their new child to take in, because I really like that. I just, it makes me feel like it gives them a chance to actually have a child, and
Yeah.
you know give a child that's parents died, and a parent that lost a child, bam, it works. And I just really like it because it explores more than just basically her story, but it goes a little bit into her parents' story, just a little bit, that kind of makes a difference, and how they make a difference with her basically being a superhero in a way. But she basically goes to Gemworld at the age of 13, 14. I might be confused, but think of Shazam, Billy Batson turning into Shazam. Basically, she progresses to an older age because time is different on Gemworld. They apparently didn't want to add
Okay.
that to Gemworld in the current comics because it was too. I don't know who's in charge of that, but I'm questionable. I'm questionable.
I mean, that does kind of sound like Sailor Moon, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I really. This was her first look.
I hate it.
Understandable. I hate older
I don't like that.
looks
That's so
too.
basic.
It is. It is.
And yeah, it's like so 80s. I don't
Yeah, I
mind that
prefer
one.
this look
Yeah. I
because
don't
it
mind
has a
that
little
one.
skirt.
Yeah. I like those kinds of like little cape things. Because it's
Yeah,
not really a skirt. It reminds me of, like a little cape for your butt. It's
yeah,
cute.
exactly. I love butt capes.
Yes. Butt
It looks
capes.
stylish and it's fun.
Yes. I've put them on my characters before. They're great.
Derek Johnson, what is this? We're talking about Amethyst, and I highly recommend checking out the original '80s comics because honestly, I need more. I need more of that and less of this. Damn it, I can't show too much. Okay. This is her rebooted to current time, and I'm like, I hate it. 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 Too much lavender. Even the damn hair. Why?
I mean,
Why?
I can't say I don't mind the purple hair. I don't like the outfit though.
Yeah, it's just, I really wish it wasn't exactly like. I mean, I prefer her blonde look because it looks distinct. It doesn't look like a full palette of the same shade.
Just purple.
Yeah, just purple everywhere. Just I if it was blonde, I would be like, okay, that's a
Well, you
little
know what would
better.
look really good? Like a white.
Ooh,
Mm.
girl, that works.
Yes.
It
Because I don't
works.
really either, but I really it would look so good with like a really pale gray or a white.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, when it comes to color dynamics, it makes more sense to have a little bit of a diverse set of colors, not just one
Yeah.
shade. If you
Good
have
lord,
one
no.
shade of everything, well, one shade of one color, I mean, several different shades of one color, it kind of looks boring to me.
Like that.
But in some cases, there are characters that can get away with it. I mean, one example is like Raven from Teen Titans, but even then,
Yeah,
it's
but she still
like,
has black hair.
yeah, she still had black hair, and that was the technique that they used. That was a way to show that her dark hair was dark without,
Mm-hmm.
making it exactly like Dick
Yeah.
with dark black hair.
Well, I
Man,
don't
it
count whenever like they have blue or purple or some kind of tint in their hair, and it's. I mean, that clearly is like supposed to show that it's black, so I don't really count that. Cause
granted,
they.
I will give the exception to this.
Ooh,
It
I like
kind of
that.
it looks a little better than short hair. It kind of reminds me of I think they probably don't have the look, but wait, no, I'm scared of getting into the fetish
Yeah, I don't
area.
blame you.
Uh Cartoon shorts.
Ooh, a pink would have looked good with that too.
Yeah, I remember this.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, see that color's real good.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
that
super
color.
good. I
Yeah,
love it.
I like that like version of her because it's really cute.
It's adorable and I loved it, and it's just like, why couldn't you make it look like that if you wanted to do a reboot in a way? It could have worked better than what we ended up getting.
Yeah, because that looks really nice. Oh, and hey, guess what? They shaded with purple, so it still got a hint of purple in her hair.
Exactly. Oh no, not back to the we're not going
We're
back to
not.
that zone. Nuh-uh. Over
No,
my dead body.
good lord, no. Hey, you want to talk about?
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
I said, do you want to talk about Polly Pockets?
Polly Pockets?
I don't know. Somebody mentioned it in the comments.
I actually want to try and see if I can find some old Polly Pocket stuff, so
Oh my god. Did you even play with that?
I'm trying to remember if I can recall seeing it. I mean, I have seen it, but I'm just trying to recall what it looked like precisely.
I had them.
They were a bit too girly for my taste. Back when I was a kid, I was like, anything that looked pink or girlyish, I was like, I don't want to touch that. I'm gonna turn pink if I touch it.
Oh,
I
hey, I
had a
had that
Toby
purple
one.
one.
This,
I think I had that from like a yard sale, but I had that purple one.
uh,
The heart? Yeah, I had that. I remember that one.
that's pretty cool. I'm just like looking back to my kindergarten days. Now, kindergartner dazzling Kate was a fucking little brat, and basically when she saw little My Little Pony figures, she knew if she touched those, she would have either A, turn into a pastel colored horse, B, become, super girly and wearing tiaras and shit, and she wasn't into that.
Oh my
C,
god, I had a
all
lot
the
of these.
above.
I had a lot of these. I had that one up there, the one that looks like there's a little ice cave. The first one.
Uh,
Yeah,
this
I
one,
had that. No, up
this,
next to yes. I had that. I had the yes. I had that one.
yeah, I never got into it. My sisters were obsessed with those, so
I had
I
them
think
all
the
the way
only
up to what?
okay,
Oh, the Barbies. No, I
yeah,
had like
I'm
the Polly Pockets all the way up to the ones where they put the rubber clothes on them.
man, I'm trying to recall like toy houses.
The Barbie?
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, okay, this is making more sense.
Oh, I had that pink one or the pink one.
You have to be. You just say pink. I was fucking pink, man.
Yep. Oh my god, I had a couple of these. I had the one with the blue door. Yes.
Okay,
And I had the one down there with the purple roof
with the
and
purple
with the
roof.
bed. Yes, not that one.
Oh, okay.
It was the one with the purple couch.
The purple couch. This.
Yes, yes, I had that one too.
Oh my goodness,
I
same.
also had one with an elevator. I had too many of.
Dude, I'm just like I'm looking
Oh
back
my
and I'm
god.
like I think this is the only thing I loved about my childhood was the fucking dollhouses. I may
Oh
have
my
hated
god.
everything else, but the dollhouses, they were fine. I just
You
wanted to make sure that in the dollhouse, that basically Barbie was married to fucking Spider-Man because I said so. Oh, my parents were
Oh
practically
god.
confused. Like, why isn't he she married to Ken? And I was like, because
Cuz
Ken's
screw Ken.
lame.
Yes.
Who the fuck likes Ken?
Yes. I never played with the Ken dolls.
Ken dolls scared me.
I used to chew. And no, that's not a fetish thing. I just like chewed on everything as a child.
Oh my god, I agree. I've chewed on plenty of dolls. I've chewed on
I
their feet. I've chewed on their hands. I chewed
That
on
was
their
the only
heads.
thing good about the Ken dolls, though. I could chew on his hand and his feet. It was just like, yes, get out of here. Oh my god, though, if you like doll houses, you would have liked the Polly Pocket. I think it was Polly Pocket that had a mall. I had a
Oh,
mall, and it had like
damn.
this god awful elevator that it actually went up by itself, but it had this like horrible noise of like, and I was like, please stop.
Man, I can't find any. Maybe, just maybe. I'm trying to think of other things that connect us girls with, or anything with boobs that made an impact in our life.
Barbie, just Barbie
There were
and
the Barbie
princesses.
movies. Those were pretty damn good. I know the animation to some people will be like, it was super slow. I don't care. If you give me Barbie and the
Never,
fucking Nutcracker, I'm gonna sit there with all the other little kids and be like, sweet, we're watching Barbie and the Nutcracker. Someone
I
get the
never watched
popcorn.
those. I never really watched them as a kid. I felt like I missed out.
They were freaking good. Like, I don't care what people say, but it's like, those were the good shit. Mm-hmm. What about Bratz movies? I was not allowed to watch anything with Bratz. My dad had this strict
Oh
rule with
no,
Bratz.
was he one of those that didn't approve of brats?
Yeah, he
Oh
basically said
lord.
that due to their big lips and how they looked like whores, he could not let me watch anything with that. It
Oh
was Barbie all
Doodle.
the way, or it wasn't any dolls. And I was like, okay, fine, Barbie it is.
What about half of the things Barbie wears?
They're questionable, man. They're very questionable.
Exactly.
I
Like
guess I
literally, I had a doll, like a Barbie doll, that had lip gloss in her chest.
oh my
That was
god.
okay. I'm not even kidding. Like you can open her chest up and it had.
I don't know about you, but I think Bratz is a little, tame than what the younger generations are getting. Like, look at, like, there was a fucking unicorn twerking diapered
I'm sorry.
toy.
The fuck. The fuck.
Uh,
Oh, don't forget about the pooping flamingo.
unicorn twerking diapered. Wait. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Yeah,
Just
don't
in
do
case.
that. You better be careful.
Toy. Okay, it's safe. It's safe. It's safe, guys. It is safe. We are not going to die. At least not today. This is what I was talking about.
What is that? I don't like
Poopsie
that.
dancing unicorn.
No.
There was a commercial where basically
No.
it was a diapered twerking unicorn that was shaking its booty off, being like Poopsie's whatever fucking theme song it had.
Why?
It was so fucking gross. I was like,
What the fuck?
this sounds like a fucking like fetish type commercial. Like this is something someone with a
His
huge
name is
diaper
Poopsie.
fetish would have.
It doesn't help that his name is Poopsie. What is up with
Yeah.
poop? What is up with the poop with the kids' toys now?
Ugh. Unintelligent companies that don't think maybe these kids deserve a little
Poops are funny.
educational toys or
Yeah.
something with more density. I don't understand this
Oh, she's got a music video on YouTube.
What?
Look at the sticker. It says music video. Look, no,
Music.
up in the corner.
Oh, right. You guys want to watch that? You
Not
guys want
really.
to be
Please
traumatized?
no. I don't want to see it. Please don't.
I won't.
Oh
I'm
God,
not.
thank you.
I'm not pushing you guys to see that commercial because I don't even wish that onto kids. Why would I push it onto you adults?
Yeah, because that's scary. That's very scary.
Okay, either we're dying either way. This is fucking fetish wheel. I know. Oh fuck me, the unicorn poop trailer Vietnam War flashbacks. I know. I remember those too, and I'm like, we don't need this. Why are you permitting this to be, aimed at kids,
Because
especially
they're
for
weird.
girls? Like, are we hoping each and every one of these girls grows up to wear diapers and twerking their ass off on stage? And please, no, I don't want that.
But
No,
brats were bad.
I would choose Bratz over anything like that.
Absolutely.
I don't care what people say. Oh, their big lips must mean they. No, I don't
No.
care. At least with that, I can say, hey, they have other things going on aside from dancing and being friends with whatever. They love math and shit. They love science. See, I'll put them in a lab coat. See, they're
Yeah.
they're they're educational. Bam. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh gosh, though, I'm just having way too much fun with this. I'm like, yes.
Oh Lord. Oh God. So about those toys,
What toys?
the ones we grew up with,
The what?
the ones we grew up with.
Ah, yes. I gotta find more
Let's go back
90s
to that.
toys.
Yeah. 90s and 2000s toys, or early 2000 toys. Those were the best. Let's talk about Gigapets.
Gigapets?
Mm-hmm. Did you not have a...
Nope. I did not have a Gigapet. I didn't even know what they were until now.
Oh my God. How did you not grow up with Gigapets?
I have no damn clue.
They were like so popular at our school that they had to ban them.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
leave them
think I
alone.
only
That
remember
dog.
seeing those type of things like the Gigapet thing from like a Yu-Gi-Oh anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero. So that's
Oh
the
yeah.
closest thing I have experienced with that. Anything else I'm like, no, I've never got into that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because like it was so big at our school. It was horrible. Oh my God. The 101 Dalmatians one. You can kill your own puppy,
To,
and then you can skin them and make a coat. Why would they do that? They know they killed those. They knew the kids weren't taking care of those things, so you're
yeah, that's for sure. I'm just like realizing how many kids were like, yeah, they're cute, not doing shit. Okay.
Oh, absolutely
Bye.
not. Yep. No, it didn't take long for you to get um dumb. Oh, they were Tamagotchis. That's what I was thinking of. Pets. I mean, I guess that was a thing. But yeah, Tamagotchis are the things I was thinking of.
Oh yeah. What?
Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis?
Yeah. It's the same thing. The main brand. I
Yeah.
get yeah, Gigapets were like an off brand, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I just keep thinking about all these different things, and I'm like, damn, bringing back so many damn memories.
We're going down memory lane and make ourselves feel old. Oh my God, 90s Sky Dancer.
Oh yeah, remember when
Hey,
these were a thing?
Yeah, let's talk about that and how they always market this stuff to girls like, "Oh, look how pretty and dainty it is." Did you do what I did and launch them at everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know a girl alive that had those things that didn't do.
I would
I
always
also
do
chewed
it,
on them.
and I would scare the shit out of my male cousins
Yeah.
or any male boy, any boy in general. I would be like, "Pew!" and they would run off screaming. Again, this is the mentality of some kids. They think they're gonna turn pink if it touches them.
Nope, I just launched them at them. Like little roars at them. I
Yes, it
almost
was
caught
the
one on
best
fire
thing
because it
ever.
went in the. It almost went in the fireplace. Because we were launching them, and my dad had a fire. I think it was like around Christmas time. So I just probably got it, and I was like launching it all over the place and trying to catch it, and yeah, it started flying right into the fire, and my dad just like dived in and smacked it.
No, no.
Yup. She tried to fly into the fire. That poor dancer wanted to die.
Uh,
Oh my god. See, that right there, that is living proof that girls are no different from boys. That thing right there.
yes.
Because we did not play with it the way they wanted us to. We just shot it up in the air and hope it hit somebody.
Understandable. Oh, wait. I gotta go for a quick minute. Gotta go grab some
Alright.
water. I realized I'm running out.
Okay.
BRB.
Alright. He got the fire. Wait, are you guys talking about the flyers or something else? Because I will happily not be the only one that lost or almost lost one of those stupid.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Anything happened while I was gone?
No, I think I'm not the only one that got, one of those flyers almost caught on fire. That'd be great.
Uh, oh boy. Anywho's, there are a few other things we can talk about before we end this. Like, there's a couple of good things to talk about, and one of them has to be with the representation of women in specific types of media like movies or shows, whatever. And I think the biggest sorry, the biggest example of great representation in my opinion for female characters right now has to be Encanto,
Oh my god, yes. I
right?
love that movie right about now.
Same. I just really love the character designs. That's the thing that really wins me over. If everyone doesn't look exactly the same, they have their own flair, they have their own design to a point where it's like, yeah, I love this, especially Louisa.
Oh lord. I love Louisa and oh shoot, now Isabella. She's my favorite.
Yeah, I just love their songs. Like, I think Surface
Yes.
Pressure and like what else can I do is definitely two songs really worth. Let me be honest. I think they're worth more than people give it credit for.
Oh my god, yes. As someone that grew up being the or seen as the golden child, but also having all the pressure on her, absolutely. Those things, they they really know what they're talking about when they're writing those songs. Like
It,
it honestly, both of them still make me cry. That and Waiting on a Miracle.
yeah, it's just like I love how they display these different types of tropes. Well, not tropes, but like ideas and concepts that actually happen in real life families,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to showing how different each and every individual is with how they handle things. Like Louisa, it's to me, I think a lot of people have like I've been seeing a lot of people wanting to see her more at kids' birthday parties, and I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. We're not just seeing her as just a big like some people I've a few of them, very few, have called her ugly or too masculine, but it's like the point
She's
of her character,
strong?
she's strong. That's the point of her character. I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you wanted a dude to be strong, but we've never seen a lot of girls
No,
with
they
super
weren't.
strength in that way.
I did hear they were gonna make her more thin and like, uh not ideal, but like more in that line. And they fought to keep her the way she is.
And now look at it.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of Louisas at birthday parties, and
People love her.
people actually want a doll of her. Like that's something you don't see a lot of. Like they may think, oh well, she's not like exactly what everyone wants, but when you have lots of people wanting it, even if it's like above just kids, like teenagers or even adult moms who kind of collect dolls, then you got something going on. Especially when the most character, I think the most character that has a lot of dolls is probably Isabella and Maribel,
Yes.
because they're
Well,
attractive,
well,
more
Maribel's obviously the main
main
character,
character.
so
And
she's going to get dolls, and yeah, it definitely, is the attractive one.
yeah,
Which I mean, it's not like a stab at her for it. I mean, that's kind of her whole thing. She's got to be perfect at all times,
yeah,
at least for
precisely.
yeah. So she's just living up to what she's been told is what she has to be. So it's not like I care about it. At the same time, of course they're gonna make dolls of her and
Yeah,
not Isabella. I just Louisa.
yeah. I'm
Maribel
just
is
like
beautiful.
exactly. I think she's like the first female character who wears glasses all the time. Like I can't remember any female Disney character that was part of a movie like animated wise having glasses all the time. Like
Yeah, and she's so
ah
cute. Like she's just so cute, just the way she is, and I love it.
precisely. I'm just like surprised of how many like people got way into it after it was released on Disney Plus. I was like, wow. And now that Disney actually has confirmed that they will be turning it into a franchise, and I'm like, good. Something to get
Good.
over Frozen. Like
Oh my
this
god,
is the best
please.
way you can do it.
Yes, because I'm so tired of frozen crap. I
The
never
songs
got.
were good. The story plot was good. I mean, granted, there were some scenes that I was questionable about, but I'm not gonna go into depth right now
Yeah,
because I will save that for a video for another day. But
but
yeah,
yeah, like no, Frozen's getting old. They need to
it
chill on
is
it.
just let it die, please. Come back with an actual other good plot.
Yes, they tried so hard to bring it back, and then didn't really have a story for it.
Yeah, I've noticed that from what I've watched partially. It,
Oh, I heard
it,
it was a mess. Like the
yeah.
creation of it was a.
Ugh.
So that should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, when it comes to that kind of thing, I'm just like, just move on to the next franchise, please. Like anything. I'll take anything, please.
Yeah, but the kids loved it, and it was making them all the money. It still makes them all the money.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah. But with Encanto, they got a new one. Cause
Yeah.
okay, have you noticed how quickly they brought out the characters in Disney parks?
Yeah, it was super, super quick. Yeah.
Yes. So that should tell you that they're gonna last. Because my God, they never do that. The only one I've done is Frozen. You know, so I won't be surprised if like there's a going to be like a restaurant or a ride or something.
I wouldn't mind if it's like a little I don't know, a house of mirrors or something like that. I think with the house that they have, the it would definitely be an interesting way to Thumbelina, what are you doing?
Their house honestly would make for a good dark rod.
Yeah. It would
Cause
work. It,
she does not agree.
I know, that's my child right there being picky.
But yeah, that I would love to see a ride of it.
It would work.
Oh my God, it would.
Totally.
It would.
But yeah, I think extending that type of character designs for these like, female characters is always amazing to see. I just
Yeah.
really hope that in the future we get more and more of that to show like, teach kids not everyone is going to look pretty, skinny, that kind of thing. I really love those characters the most that have that, look to them that they're not always princess pretty, but they're still beautiful in their own way.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm more um, like if I see the characters, I love Louisa. Like as a character, I absolutely love her. If I saw her though, like my first thing would be like not gonna be my favorite character, and that's just like me, you know. Like I don't know. I obviously you can see from the way I draw. I
Yeah.
like so I'm not gonna sit here and say that she wouldn't have been the first one that I would have been like that's gonna be my favorite. But then that song came on, and I was like, oh no, I love you.
Yeah, it
Because,
was definitely interesting to see how like that, movie managed to become as good as it can get. Like lots of people will always be like, "Well, it didn't do well in the box office." Uh,
what box office? It was on streaming. Did
it
it
was
even?
they released it in theaters
Did
and
they?
yeah, they released it
Oh.
in theaters in November and people were like it wasn't doing good, but when it hit Disney Plus, when that song We Don't Talk About Bruno came in, everyone was like, "Yes.
Yup.
Yes. Yes."
No, it did not take long for that movie to just shoot up.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm really hoping if they're like what direction they'll take this franchise because they have to obviously keep the songwriter, they have to keep everyone who made the first movie in some way or form to make it as
Yes.
like either the series or a sequel. I don't know what would work better, but I think a series to be honest, we have a lot of characters, there's a lot of
Yeah.
potential there. It works.
Yeah,
Just
I
don't make
would.
it last long for us to wait because remember with Tangled, it took them
Yeah.
like uh, more than 5 years to get a series out, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
no,
mean, it was a really good series from what I've heard, though.
it was really good. The art style is so fucking cute.
Oh, you know what I want to see more of? I want to see more of Dolores. I love her.
She's
I love all the
adorable.
characters. She is. I love all the characters, but I don't know why. Her part in the we don't talk about Bruno. Ugh, I love it. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it.
It would definitely work for sure, and I just really can't wait to like hear more people actually cover the song because I have been checking out more covers. So I'm like, we need someone who can. And I really like how it's like each and every individual family member has their own take, has
Yeah.
their own voice in it, not just the same rhythm you hear. It actually seems like an actual play.
Yeah, it changes. That's what's so good about that song.
I think the only ones that didn't sing it was not I'm trying to remember like
It
there
was
was
only like uh shoot, it was only like Dolores,
it was just the other part of the
mostly her side of the
family.
family. Yeah, mostly her side of the family. And Isabella, because
Yeah.
of course. But yeah, most of it, it was only like half of the family that really sung that song.
Yeah. I remember this extended scene that actually had a dynamic between the two, you know, dads
Oh
cleaning up
yeah,
the house. I just really loved
Wood
how
Mirabelle.
yes, and they were just like we could go into Dolores's room, Antonio's room, Abuela's room, not
We don't go
Abuela's
in there.
room.
Yeah. I love. I see. I get why they cut it, but at the same time, I still want to see it like animated.
Just give us that one scene finished
Yeah,
and we'll accept it with,
it doesn't have to
graceful
be part of the
arms.
movie. I just want to see it animated because it looks so funny, and I
Yeah,
want to see. And with like the animation and how flowy it is, oh, I would love to see that song or that little section.
precisely.
That'd be so funny.
Okay, there are a few things left, but yeah, there are newer female characters that I do think people don't want to look at too much because again,
Woke
woke
coach. Yep.
because people are like, "Oh, it's going to be woke." I'm going to show you some new DC characters. I'll start off with a Whistle because honestly, favorite superhero just because she can talk with her dog.
Oh. No, look at the doggy. Is that her dog or is the big one her dog?
Yeah, this is the
Oh,
dog.
okay.
The and of course it's the first female ki- dog sidekick in comic history, and I'm like, wow.
That's sad and weird.
They were really precise on that, and I'm like, really? Let me check. Oh, unless you count the dog, super
What
dog.
a weird detail to what a
I
weird
know.
detail to focus on. Like, hey, this is our first female dog lead. Woo! Or sidekick. Woo!
I know people are probably like, well, it wasn't that good because she's a protester, but I feel like her being a protester for like, the school part where she's like wanting to have more funds for the school to make better neighborhoods, that makes sense. If it was
Yeah.
something that was overdone and not so focused on making the place a better place, then I can understand. But she wanted to make Gotham a better place. She wanted her neighborhood to become a better place. She wanted her school to become a better place. And having basically be involved in that kind of thing, like, crime
Yeah.
because, she works with the Riddler this in this like series, but she does it for the money that she has to use for her mom. who has cancer, and
Something.
even then, like that's her mom. Uh, okay, I'm trying to go through all this other stuff, but yeah, she basically is working with the Riddler to get more money, basically funding their whatever money nights, card nights. I don't know what they call it. They basically play cards, but it's a specific game. I can't remember shit about it.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because seeing her work with Riddler for one, like, to get her mom treatment and such, and helping out in even the dog shelters, I'm like, girl, you already won me over. Just give this girl a new, like, her own series, please. I'll read the hell out of it.
I mean, I don't get why people get so freaked out about the protester thing. Like, why is that so bad? Wasn't America kind of like point?
Yeah, I understand that, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, she's a protester, then she's awoke, then she's a social justice warrior, then
Oh
she's
yeah,
this or
because
whatever.
God forbid she want change. Like, and
Yeah,
see, that
it's
it sounds kind of like a human story and whatever. I don't understand why people have to do that. Like, they just throw it under the bus because of stupid things. You know? They see one thing that they don't like, so therefore bad. Get rid of it. Like that that shouldn't be how it works.
yeah, I just really wish people would take the time to just do the research, check it out. If you want
Yeah.
to read it or not, then if you realize, okay, first few pages maybe it's not for you, put it down, then just, walk away. Like, it's not a big deal if something you think
You
like,
know, you know what
huh?
it kind of reminds me of? The way they jumped whenever and like lost their crap over Superman being gay or bi, I should say.
Oh yeah, John Kent, the
Yep.
special case of that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't mind John being bi, but the problem I have with it is that he's forcefully aged up, and he's
Yeah.
dating someone who's older than him. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm just kind of concerned there, buddy. I don't want
Yeah.
you being brainwashed by this creep. And uh,
Like I just think it's funny.
but yeah, everyone was freaking out over this, and I understand. I don't like this character either.
Well,
I
okay,
find
so if you don't like the character, that's one thing, but the fact that they all lost their crap because they thought it was Clark Kent,
yeah, that's totally different. I just don't understand. Like,
like I don't care about whether or not people like the ship. I don't understand this whole they don't actually pay attention. They don't actually know what they're talking about, yet they go out of their way to be like it's horrible. It sucks. Protest. Oh, hey. They like protesting then.
yeah, I just really wish people would do their research when it comes to that. And I understand, since John is the new Superman. I still think he doesn't deserve being Superman,
Yeah.
but that's just me because he
Yeah.
didn't work his way there. I think it should be Connor Kent who's Superman right now because he's been here for like,
Ever.
yeah, he's been here since the 90s. So let that boy take over as Superman because that's one role he hasn't tried to fill in just yet with a
Yeah.
complete story. John, it's just like, no, keep the boy as a boy, nothing else. I don't want to see him kissing any weird pink haired dudes, especially when it comes to. I'm trying to recall what his look is distinctly. Like, there was this really weird look. Mask. You can't be telling me, Jay, isn't a bad guy when he's fucking wearing this.
Yeah, that sure does look like a villain mask.
I just I want to understand who went behind, who was designing this mask. Please tell me, how did it go? Did Tom Taylor say make it look like shit? Please.
Make it look like he's evil. Cause like any other these or whatever, that absolutely would have been the villain.
Yeah, I think that would be a great twist right now. If, they have a relationship and then bam, Jay's the villain. He's been the bad guy all along. Everyone
Yeah,
would have been like, "Okay, I agree. Go for it. That would have worked."
yeah.
But no, we're going to I don't want to sound like I'm bitchy right now, but I'm like, you're really not making this character likable at all. It's just him basically being this character that doesn't really make you want to relate to him. He's always going around being
Is he like pretentious?
annoying.
Oh,
Oh, continue. Sorry.
is he like pretentious?
He's basically Lois Lane, but
Bad.
gay.
Mm.
Gay, pink haired, stereotypical gay. And I'm like,
Oh,
maybe the stereotypes is a little overdone. Like, maybe give him a bit of a personality and less Lois Lane like.
yeah.
Just saying, it
Like,
could work.
new Superman does not need old Lois Lane wannabe,
Yeah,
especially when it's his mom.
yes. I'm just like, come on, please, just give us a better love interest. I can make a better love interest in 5 minutes. Give me
Yeah.
5 minutes, and I'll make John Kent's new boyfriend. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll use that 5 minutes to think about what everyone wants to see in a character like that. I'll think it over as we talk, and in 5 minutes, when it reaches 2, 4, 1, I'll let you guys know what I came up with for John's new boyfriend and shit. Okay, okay, I can come up with something better than Tom right now. Okay, and I'm
Okay.
not even drunk, so.
Oh Lord.
I'm saying a good writer can make a terrible character. Good writer can make a terrible character. Good, I don't know. Yeah, they can make a terrible character good when they put their mind to it. So maybe someone down the road, after Tom Taylor leaves to another series or something, then maybe they can take over and try and make Jay likable in some way. I don't know. I just can't take him seriously. After him wearing
Japanese
that,
Lois Lane.
uh, I don't know what gets worse from here. I think it's probably when Damien is involved. Like, I'm trying to pull out the scene that. Oh wait.
What is that?
I don't know, and I really wish he just chose a basic burglar mask at this point. That then I'll excuse it fine. And I hate burglar
My
masks.
God. They're just trying as hard as they can at this point.
It looks like some old lady's older, big pair of underwear at this point.
Oh God. It kind of does. They're really not trying.
They're really not doing any good with this, and I'm like, why the fuck would you make this character so dislikable? And of course, he
So that
meets
they can
Damian
say,
Wayne. There was that one scene that really disturbed me, just because I'm like, Damian Wayne doesn't do that kind of shit. Damian Wayne doesn't do it. Okay, I think this is the scene. I think this is the scene. I'll try and get closer to it, guys. I'm try. Fuck you, you fucking computer. Damn. Ugh. Okay, so as you can tell, like, is this? Yeah, this is. As you can tell, Damien is smiling.
yeah, what the hell? He's not
Damien
dick
doesn't
racing.
smile like that. He doesn't
He looks like
smile.
Dick.
I think they were originally planning on putting Tim in there, and Tim's been announced as bi, and I'm like, is Tim and Jay gonna fight over John? That sounds
Oh
crazy
Lord.
to me. That sounds like something he would do, but I'm like,
Oh my god.
Derek Johnson. You know
That's
what's weird?
creepy.
Why did John have to be aged up? Couldn't he still be a kid and bi? He could definitely grow up and slowly realize he's bi, and learns it over time. Not a big deal. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Normalize it without it being forced. Bam, that's how you do it.
No, that's too human.
Oh right, yeah. And
Can't do
John wouldn't
that.
have enough time to tell his dad that he's a terrible Superman, despite
Yep.
him being, you know, the one who can do a lot of different things in the DC universe to keep everything balanced. He even held the freaking world on his shoulders for one day to give a guy some time to go see his daughter, get married while he was holding the practical universe on his damn shoulders.
My god. They really are just trying to let
I'm
him be
just,
human at all.
yeah, it's just ridiculous.
See, this is and that's the kind of stuff that I hate about Superman to begin with. So, at least he's living up to that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, no. Just please do anything else but that. Making him an
Yes.
annoying prick is not part of the deal.
Uh,
Oh my
that
gosh.
kind of stuff is literally what I hate about Superman in general. Is just like the perfectness.
I think yeah, I think it kind of works but it kind of doesn't work,
Yeah,
It's
it
that
doesn't.
one moment where you're like I want him to struggle a little bit. Like not everything needs to be perfectly perfect, but I kind of just want to see him struggle but not struggle too much where it's humiliation to everyone that knows him.
Have you seen Superman and Lois?
Not yet.
Well, okay. Let me praise it possibly could get from me. I like Superman in that show. I
I heard
hate Superman. And I said, I like Superman in that show.
I guess I definitely got to push myself to watch it now.
Yes. Because he's, as a flawed person. And I don't mean like in his, like powers or anything. Yeah, he struggles, but he doesn't like, he's still Superman, you know?
Yeah,
But in his like day to day life with the kids and stuff, amazing. It's great. He sucks. I mean, not like that, but like he sucks like a normal person.
yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm just like,
Like he's
oh
like
wait. Oh,
what?
continue.
Oh, it was just gonna say like he's uh got flaws as far as like being able to talk to his sons or knowing what to do with his sons or even Lois, and the other people around him. It's great.
Yeah, we definitely need to see more of his human side than, him
Yes.
being perfect.
Yes. Because that's what I hate about Superman. He has no human side that I ever see in shows. He's just
Yeah,
a god, basically, with no flaws. I
and
hate it.
I think that's what a lot of people struggle with when they, learn about Superman. They're like he's too perfect, but when you show his human side, show that he can be, relatable in that sense, it really works.
Yes. Because, like,
But
I've never seen a single thing ever that has done what Superman and Lois has done. Because everybody keeps telling me about this flawed human side of him. And I'm like, where? All I see is the Boy Scout that is great at everything, cannot die, cannot be hurt except for kryptonite, and somehow he always magically, gets out of that, so whatever.
yeah.
And has no problems. Like, that's not fun.
Exactly. Oh yeah, guys, I told you I would take 5 minutes to come up with a love interest. I got one.
Okay.
Okay, so it's basic. It gets to the point. Bam. Okay, so beginning with John growing up like a normal kid, not
Yeah.
aged up because you wanted, easy points for him to take the mantle. No, we're not doing that route. Basically, he grows up getting into high school. He isn't really sure what he really likes too much. He's like, he doesn't really care about the whole dating thing, to be honest. It's like everyone else is, but he's like, whatever, I don't really care. Goes through life. He goes through his high school life, gets a job because Lois and Clark are like, you got to be taught how to do this in order to work well in society. So you got to focus on making yourself become a better adult. So he goes and gets a job, at a fast food place. And honestly, I think that's the best thing I really thought of for this because that's how he meets his love interest, which I decided I would just name him Chad, just to save me some time and energy. Chad.
Oh God, the worst name.
Okay. So basically, Chad is a spoiled rich brat who gets on everyone's
Oh,
nerves. Bam! I'm going there. I'm
so he
going there.
lives by. So he lives up to his name.
Yeah, Chad the brat.
Okay.
Okay, so he meets John, who's like being a waiter at the fast food cafe, whatever restaurant. I don't care what it is, just a basic restaurant, cafe, whatever
Food place.
food place. And so, Chad's like, kind of being salty, going like, I didn't order for this. I wanted something like that, but with more of this. And so, John, he acts like a normal human, decent being, decent human being. I should
Yeah.
have said that. And he just goes in, does his order, and, immediately, he accepts it. But, some people complain that Chad's being a bit of a brat, even though he only said it a couple of times, like maybe two times at most, and they're like, poking fun at him for that, talking in his way of talking, and he's like, oh man. John's just tries to diffuse the situation, and that's when things are just like, bam, they kind of start a not really a friendship, but more like a association. I don't know, whatever. What do you call it? Acquaintanceships.
Yes. I guess
But
so.
yeah, they become acquainted because Chad comes back every single day at the same time for lunch, every single time, and John knows what he wants. Later on, maybe 2 years down the road, bam, they get into maybe a possible flirtation, and that's when John realizes, crap, I think I like boys and girls, that kind of thing. But he
Yeah.
doesn't say it to anyone. He's like, it shows. You don't tell anyone. You show it.
Yeah.
Bam, I thought of a good one. See,
Freaking
I
have
came up
them
with
off
something better than
screen.
Jay.
Yeah. Because you don't sit there and have them off screen, just find this out, you know, and then just be like, oh, yep, there it is. It happens over time. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's forced. It doesn't make sense. Now, in the beginning days of comic books, when the relationship was forced, it makes kind of sense because back then storytelling with comic books was limited. They couldn't tell as lengthy stories as they could. They wanted to
yeah.
go straight to it. So that's the
Well, they
difference,
also
I
were
say.
restricted in a lot of ways. So,
Yeah, there were a lot of
stupid
cautious
rules.
rules and lots of things. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah,
Mm,
man, I made a comment about that. People don't read Superman for the powers. We read Superman for his wits and problem solving. A lot of the Superman clones have more flaws and are interesting, in my opinion. He
Superboy.
wants a.
Absolutely. I love Superboy from Young Justice.
Oh my god, Superboy from Young Justice is the fucking best. But
Yes.
I think the best one to me will always be the design from like the I can't remember the Death of Superman movie where they
Are you
basically
talking about
had.
the one that was like the 90s inspired one?
Yes, I love that fucking suit.
Like that one. I
It
haven't
was the
seen that movie
best.
though.
I haven't seen it either. I just like the look, okay?
Yeah. I like that. But yeah,
Welcome to.
the uh Superboy's still my favorite as far as the character goes.
Yeah, I just still wish they didn't make him marry Megan. I'm just like, come on.
uh,
You can do better. Way better. Anyone,
oh
I would have.
well.
Yeah, I'm just. I haven't caught up too much
I
with
know.
that because I'm like, yeah, it's been a while since I watched that.
Do you want to hear a spoiler that I think I know about?
Okay, spoil me away. I'm here. Wait, guys, before she continues, 5 second warning. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, if none of you guys took that time to either plug your ears or I don't know, leave for a couple of minutes and then come back if you don't want to have the spoiler, do that right now.
Possible.
Possible spoiler.
Because technically I haven't seen the I've seen clips of it, so I've kind of pieced this together. I'm pretty sure Superboy died.
I isn't that already established? I'm
No. In the new one? In the
yeah
new season?
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched the new season.
Girl, I've already known
Have
that.
you watched the new season?
No, I did not. I just saw the scene
Oh.
where basically it was like everyone's reacting to him being dead. I was like,
Oh. I saw a clip where it showed him looking like he was gonna die, and then I saw a clip of Gar being really depressed, and I just kind of pieced that together.
yeah, I'm just like, why kill him off? I wouldn't have minded if it was Megan.
Ain't gonna kill her off.
uh-huh. I'm
Oh,
just
I love Hal Jordan. Or not Hal Jordan. I like the Jon
John
Stewart
Stewart.
one. What?
I was just saying you were like, which one was it? And I was like, oh, John Stewart. That's one that you meant.
Yes. I
I
never Hal growing up. I like John.
Yeah, I think he was not really shown a lot into the animated series.
Yeah.
They were like John Stewart, and then I was like, okay, whatever, I don't mind. It
Nope.
works. But Hal
Well,
Jordan, I feel like a lot of the time people forget about him when it
yeah.
comes to like, anything in the continuity right now. I think right now they're trying to make him relevant with the death of the Justice League.
Yeah. Okay, so I grew up with Jon Stewart being Green Lantern. So I thought he was the original.
That would be Alan Scott from the 40s, but
Well, I'm talking about like as far as the ones that people
yeah.
when you say Green Lantern. So when they were like, "Oh, Hal Jordan," I was like, "Who?"
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, "No, where's Jon Stewart?"
Honestly, I really miss seeing like Hal Jordan in anything. It's just like with his character in comics right now, they're just like overlooking him. It's just like, okay, I understand John Stewart all the way, but please remember that Hal's there. At least give him something to do when he's not a Green Lantern. Like, come on, you
So, have you watched this channel called Casually Comics?
Casually Comics?
Yes. It's like a lady that talks about comics and
Uh, probably not. I know the name, but I'm like,
Okay, so I don't know if this is actually I assume it's ongoing because of the way she talks about it, but I don't know. Uh, but she has been reading a comic where, uh, like a main character in it, and he's a vampire.
oh wow, vampire.
Yeah, he's a vampire, and apparently he turned Wonder Woman into a vampire.
Oh,
I
okay
don't
then.
know. I don't know. I literally clicked on it because I was like, "Is this?" So yeah, I guess they're doing that. It's some bizarre comic where there's like vampires and stuff, and I don't know.
It's understandable. I'm just It's been a long time since I've like remembered any of the ideas and
But
stuff.
hey,
We're
Jordan.
almost nearing the end, which where I'm gonna start asking you
Okay.
a few last questions before we end the stream. Ooh. I'm not looking forward to it because I love this, but I also know I have to get my stuff done, so I'm gonna try and make it last another good 10 minutes, 15.
Okay.
But okay. Do you think Robin now should be, well, not now, but like as in a new character coming in and taking the mantle of being Robin, such as a girl coming in and becoming Robin.
Oh, isn't there one coming in?
Yeah, there's
I
one.
haven't. Well, okay, so I don't really care about the Robins. Like, never bothered me, you know?
Yeah.
Because technically, I know they're very short lived, but there have been two girl Robins.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There was like Stephanie Brown and Carrie Kelly,
Yeah,
and now we're getting Maps as the possible next Robin. And I really think it's a good idea, in my personal opinion, because the dynamic between her and Batman, well, Bruce Wayne's Batman, actually reminds me of Batman's dynamic with Dick Grayson.
mm, which is
Most
always the best combo.
exactly. I feel like a light-hearted Robin with,
That's what
innocent.
he needs.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs that. I don't care. I feel like it wouldn't be the worst thing to have a girl Robin, a long lasting one. A- How, or better yet, how about this one that actually gets put in the list of Robins?
Yeah, exactly. In the main continuity with the other
Yes,
Robins.
and not forgotten.
Yeah, I mean Stephanie Brown was a short-lived one, probably because it
She like
probably
she got fired by Batman in like no time, didn't she?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then oh fuck, Carrie Kelly was that other side story, well not side story, but like other story for a different ending for Batman.
Yeah.
So she's kind of not in there exactly, but honestly, I think she
So
would
she
make
kind
a
of doesn't
better.
exist.
Yeah, she. But I'm just like thinking to myself, it would be kind of cool to see, Carrie Kelly being part of Terry McGinnis's, team as a Robin or another member like
Oh
Batgirl
yeah,
or
that would be good.
Spoiler, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. That would work.
Yeah. I mean, hey, flip it around. She's make her a Batgirl.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. I don't like. I don't know. I don't. I know they're probably not going to last long because obviously the butthurt people are going to sit there and be like, "But you can't have a girl be a Robin," and that's going to ruin it again somehow.
Yeah, I
You know.
just really think it's about time, Maps becomes the next Robin because I think it really works with her personality and how she is with like Batman. She's excited, she's happy, and I
Yeah.
think that brings out one side to Bruce that,
That he
rem-
needs. He
huh?
needs that. He needs
Yeah.
that though.
Yeah. If he has Damien's
Because
the complete same version as not complete, but like similar version to him, and it only worked when Dick Grayson was Batman because he was
because it was
lighthearted.
the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like so with Batman and Robin, I really do feel like the personality balance is really needed. Because
Exact exactly.
why would you bring in a Robin if you don't want to have, someone that can balance out Batman and have him remember that he can have fun and be, even though he's not going to do it.
Oh, Arno, I can totally relate with that. They should have gave him a more creative title other than Red Robin. I think he should have been
Oh,
a
Red
like,
Robin.
huh?
I was going to say, oh, like Red Robin.
Yeah, it's just really weird to me because I'm like, he can do something better. I kind of want to see him as a detective first
Yes.
because he is the most intelligent of them all, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion. He would make a better detective or like some kind of police worker. I don't know.
Batman just. I'm sorry,
I, I
I just read that comment. It says Batman should stop kidnapping kids.
oh god.
Okay, sorry, you finish. I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking for a look for Tim, I think it would be more of a question look, like not really with the invisible face, but having
Yeah,
the same domino mask
to
and
have like the noir
suit.
look.
Because I think he works better in cases and mysteries more so than. I mean, he can probably. He definitely still fights well with his uh, fuck. What was the thing? It wasn't a crowbar. It was A staff. Jason would kill me if it was a
Yep.
crowbar.
Jason would freaking hate him. That would be funny. The Robin that took over Jason's spot ends up with a crowbar.
Yeah.
Oh god. That would be horrible.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about what they would do with Damien in a way. Like, would they give him a different name? I'm not too sure about that. I feel like Damien would probably be in the shadows, not really having a name for himself, just
Yeah.
Damien until he can figure out what he wants to do with his life. But we're going to give that another 5 years, 10 years until he comes up with his own identity then. So,
Yeah. Or tries to be Batman.
that could totally work. There's several different versions that I've seen people try and attempt to do, which
Yeah.
was,
I've seen where they try to keep making him Batman, and it seriously does not stick, does it?
it
Crowbar
really
Man.
doesn't. It really doesn't. I'm just imagining him basically being like, I'm doing this solo and doing everything that my father didn't do, and I feel like that's where he would kind of take it in some ways, but
Yeah.
that's just
Oh,
me.
yeah. God. We really need to get off the crowbar.
Oh man, crowbar man. uh, oh
Oh
god,
god. Oh god. That should be Jason.
crowbar man. Oh wait, have you been like have you read Wayne Family Adventures? Like,
No.
it's really good. I gotta admit, like I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it was really good. Like it has all the like Bat family members being involved, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this works. The dynamics with everyone, I love it to pieces.
Wait, is that the one from the webtoons?
Yeah,
Okay. I keep wanting to read it and then I forget it exists. Because
there's
it's
so
not.
much material.
Well, it's so weird to go to webtoons for DC.
Batman, I know.
So,
It kind of just grew, and I was like, oh my freaking goodness, this works. I love it to pieces. Anything happened to Damien, I will fucking kill everyone in this room except for myself. I will mourn everyone else. I will mourn Damien, and I will not mourn anyone else.
oh god.
He's that adorable in this damn comic. It's impossible to make me just suddenly
Oh.
love Damien more so than I should be with his character dynamics with everyone else. I'm just like, I love it to pieces. But this takes the cake.
I might have to watch it. I mean, read it. Why did I say watch it?
I don't know. They could
Oh,
definitely
fuck.
do a series based off of that, and I would watch it as hell.
Could. I mean, I could see them doing it. They'll probably put it on YouTube.
That would definitely get a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Hey, they want to get their stuff out better and have more audience. There you go. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, just don't pull another I Am Not Starfire. Otherwise, DC,
Please
we're gonna
don't.
come with you with a fucking crowbar.
Yes. Please don't do that. That was the worst idea.
Jason, not funny, Tim. Do you want me to kick your ass like our first meeting? Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I don't know, Kate. Damien's place in Harley Quinn was funny as hell. Oh, you mean like the Harley Quinn show with when like Damien was in one of those episodes? Ah, man, I found him to
I
be
still want to
too.
see that.
You should watch the first season. I'm not too sure about the second season. It's okay, but then it makes me question whether or not Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman actually did a threesome or not. Yeah,
I mean,
it goes there. It
Oh,
goes
God.
there.
I've heard it's kind of weird. I just need to watch it.
Watch it. Don't read the comics connecting to it. You will regret it. I lost
Oh,
brain cells. Everyone
God.
can attest to you that
Oh,
I've
God.
read it. It was bad. I lost my friends. I've lost everything.
Oh,
And
no.
somehow I'm still here.
Yeah. No. I don't want to deal with all that.
Oh yeah, I think I already talked about like that one character I brought up. Like I think it was last year I was telling you about her. Like it was Primer.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's how you make a good female character. Yes, she has 33 different superpowers, but think about it. She can only use 3 different powers. She can't go over that. And even then, you would have to master like all of those powers to be at least useful in half the situations. So that would be a lot of
Also,
training.
Superman's allowed to have all of the powers. I'm sorry, I don't like Superman. But, like, seriously, if he can have all of the powers, I feel like people need to get off this whole thing that her having too many powers is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, Superman gets some new power
'Cause
every fucking 2 years or something, and then it's like it either never comes back. I mean, it happened a lot when he was first introduced, so it was
yeah,
like they had to limit that for sure. When people were becoming more smarter, like, how is Superman able to fart that many rainbows out of his butt, Mister?
how about turning the whole world backwards to, time travel?
Yeah.
Or his little memory wiping kiss thing.
All Might is cooler than Superman. I can agree with that. That's definitely one of my favorite characters that does kind of have that Superman feel, but it doesn't make him completely similar in Superman of thinking. Man,
He's also got a weakness.
yeah, I really need to get back into My Hero Academia
I do too.
because honestly, I know I'm gonna make a fan character, and once I make a fan character, that's the
You're
only
done.
thing. Yeah, I have. I already made some, but it's like I'm still working on them to be more established. I don't know how any of you guys can do it, but I'm like, how? How can I improve a quirk?
I have
How
no idea.
it's so freaking ridiculous.
Honestly, that's like one thing I am not exactly wanting to even make one for is because I feel too intimidated to make like one that's not sick generic stuff.
Yeah, there's so many generic ones, and it's not a bad thing, but it's also like these are quirks. Different people have different abilities based off of either their parents or based off of what kind of personality tropes, whatever. But I
Yeah,
think it would be interesting to see more out of this world kind of quirks than what we ended up getting. I mean, not to say that all these characters like OCs are bad. I'm just saying, like
I
when it
know.
comes to thinking about these powers, make it something I want to have. Like I don't know. Wait, no. I just thought of one, and I might take that for myself, and I'm not giving you guys that.
I don't care. You keep it.
Okay. Look, don't hate me. I just started watching MHA 5 days ago. Keep watching it. It's really good. Really good.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to watch it, but yes, it's very good. I don't even know what episode I'm on anymore.
I just know
Again,
I'm I just know I finished like season 1 and I was like I got to take a break. I got to absorb this. I got to think. But yeah, I'm like really pleased with how this stream has gone. I'm trying to remember if I have any more questions like hmm huh. I believe it's possible to have Superman be interesting, but the current writers don't have the chops to do it right.
okay,
Yeah, that's
Superman and Lois.
take a look at that show and watch it, and then maybe, just maybe, you might come up with something original.
Yes, because I am a hater and I like that show. And that's the biggest compliment you can get from a Superman hater. Cuz I only started watching it because my husband wanted to watch it and I was like, "Ugh, Superman." So, I wasn't exactly into it, but it was something and I am now addicted. And I'm waiting for the next episode.
Yeah, now I know I have to get my butt into watching
You
it, but
do.
it's
It's so
like
good.
I feel like I got a lot of things to catch up on.
Maybe. I mean, it's on its second season, so. But it's so good.
I kind of wish they would make Maya relevant again. Uh,
Maya?
I was just thinking about that one female Superman clone that thought like
What?
basically okay, okay, this is gonna be freaking crazy. Let me just show you. Damn it, I gotta get to Google again.
I've
Freaking
only heard of Superboy. I mean, I know of Supergirl and Power Girl. Whatever the fuck is going on with her. I don't understand her. But yeah, I didn't know there was a female clone.
let me just show you what she looks like. I personally hate the design, but I love the story.
Oh,
Mm,
also in season 2 they have Bizarro, and I'm both sad and excited for it
Uh,
because he
uh
doesn't talk like Bizarro. Oh,
yeah, that's what she looks like.
I hate her hair.
I know. I hate the design in general because I'm just like honestly, I want something that works for her. And I have my own version of what she would be like in my personal head. But honestly, this is a different version, so it's more tolerable, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I don't mind the outfit. That hair though, on the second one, would be better on the first one.
yeah, I
I
just
feel like
kind
you
of
combined it.
yeah, it I really want like Maya to be reintroduced as an actual biological Lois Lane and Clark child. But I also know DC's like, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Oh,
We
God,
don't
no.
want her to be remembered as this. But I remember this one scene with like Connor Kent. Now that it's kind of freaking
Oh no.
crazy because they were both trapped in. I'm trying to remember how it went, but they were trapped in this orb thing, and he was wishing that he was with Power Girl or something. Uh,
Oh boy.
yeah, yeah, went
Isn't
that
that their
direction.
cousin? I don't really understand Power Girl. I've heard so many different things about her.
Yeah, it's confusing to me a little bit too. I don't pay too much attention. I'm like, oh wow, Power Girl. Oh wow,
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Well, I understand Supergirl. I don't understand Power Girl. But I mean, she hasn't really been in a lot of stuff outside of the comics. Like, you know, plot heavy stuff.
Yeah, if they had just I feel like Maya would be a good character to reintroduce into the comics right now as a biological child of Clark and Lois Lane as biological because they in the original version she wasn't related to Lois and I'm like, but she still called her mom.
Yeah.
So that would work really better if you just made her into what she could be. And my vague idea is basically I want a little again a little temper tantrum throwing brat because super strength child throwing fits that's just freaking hilarious in my opinion. The complete
Yeah.
opposite of John Kent throwing a fit, basically being the tomboy of the tomboys and just being herself. I think that would be kind of funny for Clark to deal with. Like he never had to struggle that much with John, but with a trouble throwing tantrum having kid, I think that would be fucking great to have. Especially with Lois Lane being the only one who's like, I've endured a lot of things. I can tolerate this little brat. Okay,
Yeah.
she's. It would be freaking hilarious if they did go
Hey, you
down
know
that route.
what? I'm
Hmm.
surprised they don't bring her like in to be like their daughter.
Yeah, it's really
Especially
annoying,
since they're trying to have so much, diversity now
and it
and
would
trying to.
work.
Yeah, that's the difference. It up somehow.
I personally would love for her to come back in Super Horse, but we don't talk about Super Horse.
Oh God, no, we do not.
I'm
No.
still having troubles trying to understand what was going through the damn heads when they were making that. If I was in charge of making
Drugs.
Super Horse coming back, I would make him a fucking alien horse that comes out of like a black hole, not a black hole,
Drugs.
but a portal thing. space hole, whatever. Bam! He shows up, dashing through the fields, scaring the living shit out of people because he glows in the dark. Because I said so, okay? Everyone's like, oh no, Phantom Horse! And then Clark and, his kids find out that it's actually an alien horse. They bring it back. Bam! I come up with a better story than any of these superhero writers can do right now. DC, hire me. And on second thought, if you do, make sure you pay me a little higher than Tom Taylor. I don't know how, I don't care how many awards this guy has. I can beat him. I can beat him.
Oh Lord. All you need is some drug.
Oh God, crack, crack. Oh no. I want to be written by a radioactive Kryptonian spider.
Oh good Lord. Oh God, that would be so scary.
That would be terrifying.
That would be
A spider in
Spider.
general, I'm gonna be terrified of.
Oh hell yeah. I could never be Spider-Man for that reason.
Power Girls from the original Earth 2. After it was erased, the original Crisis, she is still technically Clark's cousin, even though she's from a different Earth in the multiverse. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No higher than Tom King. Okay. I want to be given that much money to write a Phantasm book. Hire me. I want to write Phantasm. I will make a brilliant Andrea Beaumont, and I would definitely make her. Wait, did I say her last name? I don't care if I didn't say her
Okay.
last name right. All I know is that I would be
She's not
very
here.
I would definitely be very passionate, okay? But yeah, those type of characters, I always go back and think of Andrea because I'm like, she's just as skilled as Bruce. How come she hasn't gotten her own series? Yeah, that's the thing that makes me freaked out. Like, you have all these diverse characters. Why aren't you doing anything with them? Oh, right, right, right. We have to pick the right diverse character. Quotation marks around
Yeah.
that.
They have to be not human, basically.
Yeah, it's
In a bad, basically just the worst character, because then they can. Oh, it didn't work because nobody wants to read that. Because they're too
yeah.
lazy to actually write it.
I remember so many of these new diverse books, and I'm like, you can do better, DC. Hire people who want to write these books.
Mm-hmm.
There are fans out there who have better fan fictions than what we're
Yes.
seeing on these comics. And I
If
feel like
these
a lot
people
of them,
can. What?
I was just going to say, I feel like a lot of them either are tiptoeing around it because they think, oh, if I do something similar to that, then I'll be sued because it was someone else's idea. No, you won't be sued. If anything, I think these fans will throw their work at you and say, take my idea. I'll
Yeah.
let you use it. Just make sure you use it right. Not like, oh, well, it's not good enough. Like, I have to come up with something original, but nothing's original. Just take a basic
No.
idea and make it into something awesome.
Yes. It's not that hard. Like, okay, that's one thing I always hated, like, about creating characters and stuff, is that literally try to say, well, somebody already did that. Okay? So? Like, do you think nothing can be, like, done better or done different just because there's, like, the base thing that's the same? You
Yeah.
know? Like, there's no real such thing as originality anymore.
Everything's been done, even a period based superhero, so
Yes.
that's
There's even a
still
Batman
traumatic.
and there's even an anime of Batman
Yeah.
in Japan.
Oh, Arno, Kate, don't tell Trey, but I came up with an ass joke that would have Trey laughing his ass off. Okay, what's the joke? Tell me. But yeah, I really and when you say like, there's no such thing as original ideas anymore, I just go back to ice cream because, that's an original idea, but then, they make different flavors and it's so damn delicious. I
Yeah.
mean, except for macaroni ice cream. I don't know what makes anyone
Uh,
think anyone wants to have macaroni in their ice cream.
one have to be high.
I'd have to be super drunk, high, and not having anything to eat for like 2 days. Then yes, then I will eat it.
Oh yeah, there was two Batman animes. I didn't think about that. But yeah, like, well, all I'm saying is like with the original or originality thing is that if you really dig into like what inspired people and whatever, you can straight up tell like when they're talking about what inspired them, you can see it in their work, you know. I'm not saying that it can't turn into an original idea, but technically it's not original, you know? And that's what people kind of forget.
Yeah, they really do forget that. They're just like, I'll just make it so original that I can't remember what like the concept and idea and the emotion put into this. People can tell when there's emotion put into a piece of artwork, like for comic books and such. People can tell when the love interest is someone that you really want to get to know, as as the main character does too.
Yeah, and like you want to root for them to get together, but if there's nothing there, then what are you supposed to root? Oh, because you told us to? No.
The lack of creativity I see is them making copies of copies.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's really not going anywhere at this point. I'm just like, just kill the entire universe off again and restart it. I don't care how.
They're tired of doing that because that's not even original.
Fair point. Might as well just do it in a way where it's stupid. Then at least that will be fun. Oh god. Anywho's, it is nearing the end, and I'm sad to say, like, I really can't wait to do the next, ladies' night, because I'd rather do more ladies' night. Maybe the next one we can actually do something more fun. Like, we could write a story together live.
Yeah,
That
maybe.
would be. I basically do this short, like, these short streams where, well, not short streams, but these short stories. I write like basic stories, and I just do it quickly. I make it at least 3 pages long, and that's pretty quick for me. I'm like focused on writing, and bam, I finish like three different stories in one stream to kind
Oh,
of
good
get me
lord.
into exercising of figuring out stories.
Yeah, I mean, I can try that, but yeah, the writing part doesn't come writing part.
Okay. Oh wow, Arno, Super Trey. What's so funny about ass, titties, and beautiful superheroines? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, he would totally laugh at that one. Okay, Derek. Why not copy characters from the other company? A black Batman character, but from Marvel, an Asian Iron Man, but it's DC because there's flexibility with that. I mean, yeah, I guess they just rip off each other's characters, but at
Well,
least
yeah,
that's a little fun.
it's also just been a thing from the beginning, apparently.
The Blue Wind. I would do a better Teen Lantern story where a lantern ring comes to her and warped her to Oha, where John How question why would a ring choose a child, and she struggles to be a Green Lantern and find herself. Yeah, I think they already have a couple of like underaged Green Lanterns. Like there was Kyle Rayner at one point, but I think that was wait no, I think that was when he was actually in his college years. Never mind. But there was that like younger one that was 16, and that was there was that one. I can't remember her name, but there was that one. So there wasn't that many kids who are with strong will, so I can see that happening. Okay. Fun chill stream. See ya, and nice to meet you, princess, and peace out everyone. Okay. It was
Bye.
it was really awesome to have you guys here, and I, I haven't seen that this many people, like 8 people in the chat for this long. Like, I'm surprised, guys. Like, I'm really surprised. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you could check out Doodling Princess, she mostly does art videos like speed paints.
Yes. I try to do voiceovers, but
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to do all that, but yeah,
yeah, especially when you have like a lot of people in the house and junk. So it's hard to
precisely.
record.
Agreed. Anyways, guys, this is Dazzling Kate, and
Uh,
uh
oh. Spaced out for a second, sorry. I'm Doodling
Understandable.
Princess.
And this is us signing the hell out of here.
Bye.